be stronger.
We are recording now, just heads up. Nothing is
Alright.
different. So these are only private recordings. I'm recording them for Angie, but if anybody else wants them, then I'm going to have to find a way to share them. Hopefully
Did I
without
watch my mouth?
paying a bunch. You're fine. Be you.
Yeah.
We're not
It is
broadcasting, so... Yeah. Alright, so Kiln's character sheet should be squared away.
I am Kiln. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to find a mini for Kiln for that. So we'll just... No, that's a kitty name. We don't want
Another
it to be a
centaur.
kid.
I mean, just a wizard will do.
Yeah.
As long as I don't look stupid. Give me something slightly cool.
Imagine it's just Casimir.
Oh, I'd be pissed. That is a great idea, though.
Let's look for someone on fire.
It's like, wait a second, what's he doing here? Yeah, there we go, that works. That's
That
real good.
works.
That's actually a really good stand-in. There we go. Yeah, I'll get that done this week if I hopefully, yeah, as long as I don't fucking forget.
Unique and unique creatures. Set it to the Insolitum.
Let's see.
Well, I am excited to start this campaign again with you guys.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Hell yeah, we are gonna be jumping right into it in just a moment. I just gotta get your HP on there. You have 44 hit points.
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be at 68.
What? You only have 44?
He's a wizard. He should technically have 49 out of 44 because of Acer's aid. And then Meteora.
Is that just going to be always on me, around me? So should I add that in, or should...
Put it on your character sheet that you have 49 maximum. And
49,
you are at
okay.
49 right now, but just make sure to note that the extra points are from aid.
And
then-
is that... I guess as long... Acer will probably just tell us whenever we don't have it.
Yeah, because he's the one
Yeah,
casting the
I
spell
mean,
on you.
Because if
Daily.
it's going to be on us pretty much constantly, then I'll just leave
Yeah.
that for Acer to
I
tell
mean,
us.
with 8, I can target up to like 5 people, so you guys
3.
all have
Well, I will
3.
greatly appreciate that, because, yeah, I have a very
Okay.
small health pool.
I can target up to 3, my bad.
Yep, so
I
you're
am a
targeting yourself, Kiln, and Meteora. Sophilia's not getting targeted because she's a barbarian, so she's
I mean,
already
she's
got
a
a shitload of
barbarian.
health.
I mean,
She has
yeah.
99 hit points at level 7
Holy
right now.
crap.
So
So
the only thing
Wow.
that can
You
really
have double
hurt
my
her
health
is,
points.
the only thing that can really hurt her is psychic. from what I
psychic
remember
damage
last-
does normal damage when she's raging. Everything
Yeah.
else is half damage.
And if it's fire, it's half of that.
And she has the Berserker capability, so she can frenzy too. Speaking of which, how do we want to do exhaustion? There are 2 versions, 2024 and 2014.
I was going to ask that, because that actually does matter.
Yes, it
What,
does.
what are the differences between the 2?
So 2024 has essentially a bunch of different levels, like much more than the 2014, but the penalty is just a cumulative -1 to everything. So your first level exhaustion, you have a -1 to everything. Second level, -2. The 2014 version has different effects for each level, but there's only 6 levels, and when you max out, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I still prefer the 2024. I mean, 2014.
You want the 2014 version?
Hey,
I'm- Oh, yeah, you're
You're a
getting a
little
little stuttery,
robotic.
but...
What the fuck, man? It just said I lost connection to the board.
Oh, wait, you're back.
The fuck?
Anyways, I'm fine with either or. I mean, we're used to the older version.
So here's the old version. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Or what's with the 2024 version?
We were using
Yeah.
2014 back
Yeah.
before. So
I'm a little curious about how the 20... How the 20...
Oh, okay. So you're
2024 version would work. There we go.
Yeah. I'll snip that just so you guys can go over it. So whenever you roll a d20, the roll is reduced by double your exhaustion. So if you have 1 level of exhaustion, you would take a -2. And your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times.
2014 is I prefer that.
The 2014 version. All right. So the one whose opinion is the one that's going to hold the most weight, though, is Sophelia, because she's the one that can frenzy, and so we'll be dealing with exhaustion more often.
Fair.
So I will take everybody else's into account, but she's going to count as like.
He's pretty much telling us to fuck off. I hear him.
No.
Fucking noted, dude.
So what do you think, Heidi? Old or new? While she's thinking, the way we travel across the map is going to be slightly different. So each grid square is now 10 miles.
What?
So that means
everything.
On horseback, you could travel 3 grid squares in a day.
Like these,
Oh.
like what we see on the map right now. Like,
I have a camel.
Not the Tailspire map.
okay, I'm like, dude, what?
The world map.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of the world, are we able to see the world map on here? Or
Not on Tailspire. However, the world map is pinned, and I will drop an image in the chat of your current location.
yeah.
AJ, I'm assuming you know of Two Steps from Hell.
Yes, I know them very well.
I'm assuming you know Audio Machine.
Yep.
Okay, it's like this type of like music, like, dude, that's just staple. Like,
Yeah. Two Steps from Hell was like
I love Two Steps from Hell.
2 Steps from Hell was my workout music in the Navy. When I was so we had a gym that was below.
That's awesome.
It was below the flight deck, and it was open to the ocean. So I would get on a treadmill and run with 2 Steps from Hell in my ears, staring out into the infinite blue.
Dude,
It was wild.
I've listened to everything Two Steps from Hell.
So good.
It's also such good DM music.
Yes, it is.
I'll go for the 2014 thing.
2014. All right. So it seems like everybody
She
wants to
has
stick with the old
spoken.
version.
The
So
decision has been made.
that works. We are sticking with the old exhaustion rules.
Got it.
Okay, so this
Acer AC154. Is that actually your name?
Well, it's Acer's my nickname. AC154 is the
I see.
the original designation.
Mhm. So he is an android, but unlike a lot of androids you meet nowadays, he's an OG model from like the first generation. And
OG games.
he was basically in stasis and never really got activated, but had this Kingslayer protocol installed. And when he woke up way later than he was supposed to, he was just kind of wandering around.
So just checking,
Oh,
like, Android is pretty much, implied
No,
that's part
he was
human. So
He was,
I just want to
Android,
make sure.
Android is human shaped. Cyborg is the part human.
mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
So wait, that. I thought it was the war in Mercia.
Yeah, that's what you were built for.
Yeah, I was built for the war in Mercia. Then ran away. Then fell into
The Iron
Iron
Crown,
Crown.
where you were out for a long time.
300 years.
300 years. You were laying in the forest. And then you were found by Binnick and reactivated.
Binnick!
Yeah. Yep.
And I think I'm going to have Binnick stay in Owlin, but
Oh,
he's going to explain that he's from a continent far away. Like way.
Oh boy, it's gonna tie
Yeah.
Sonic into this.
Yeah, I like his owl body. I think it's cute.
So he can stay in Owlin, but they're just not a lineage that shows up on Sklavia, which is not.
Yeah, I get it. This
Yeah,
is
that's
becoming Sonic. I'm cool with that.
Scenic.
It's Sonic's Guardian.
Only in the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, but the movies are amazing.
I will not disagree. Okay. So when we last left off, you guys were camped outside Cam's. You were basically preparing to head over to Sterling's place and infiltrate. You have all 3
Yes.
keys to the vault, but you don't know where it is. So that's what you're going in to find out. So we're going to jump over to the map for Sterling's Manor.
Are all you guys cool with your colors you've chosen? Just
Yeah.
checking. Okay,
Yeah.
so alright. Let's see. Because I don't think I'm a yellow with this character.
Are you like a
Maybe
blue?
blue.
I mean, I am made of fire, but yeah, probably
Blue
blue.
fire?
And that is what
Okay.
my hair is. It's blue flames. So
I have to look back.
by the way, Peanut says hi.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Peanut.
Hi, Peanut.
Hi,
Aw.
Peanut.
Peanut. All right.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure I roll with
also-
advantage.
Because you got
I-
Peanut.
Yeah, I
Before-
got in real life help.
Mhm.
So, Ace.
Before we go off to the Manor, I'm sure like everybody was getting a rest and stuff like that, but Meteora like wakes up screaming though.
Oh,
Well, since I'm being a bodyguard and watching over, I would definitely be awake and
I would
Notice
just be awake
that.
in general.
So she
I will go up.
and she bolts
Same.
toward Sophelia.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I will watch and be like, "Are you okay? What was that
Yeah.
about?"
Meteora's like, Sophelia, sweetie, I had the most horrible dream. I dreamt that I was this big, bulky, sweaty half giant. And
You know,
he
that's
was-
strange.
He was using teeth to decapitate creatures, and he felt so bad, and he was so vulgar, and oh.
You can see what she's saying is resonating with Kiln because he gets like slight cold sweat go down his head, and then he's like, because in his dream he had tits, and he's like,
Where are my tits?
you can see him. You see him slightly pat his chest, like, huh, okay.
I'm looking at Sophia's like, I'm still a girl, right? I smell nice, right? I smell nice.
You're trying whatever you had is just a nightmare. I'm
Okay,
sure
okay.
everything's okay.
Acer doesn't have dreams, but he had a slight glitch in his memory where he thought he was a shapeshifter for a moment, and thought he could was an infiltrator of sorts, but then all of a sudden he saw himself as some sort of wizard later,
And a lady.
and he had to,
He's
he
just
had to
like, "Where are my
revive a
boobs?"
sister that he never. Oh yeah. And yeah, he had to revive a sister that he never had.
Weirdness. All right.
Did
so-
everyone have bad dreams?
No.
Seems so.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
you had
just
a
go
bad
pray
We
to
all just woke up in a cold sweat, like.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go and pray to Haimon or something. Yeah, be right back.
Okay. Well,
Get your prayers
I don't like how you said that.
Oh.
All right. So you guys, after, a slight panic attack and getting prepared in the morning, saying the
I don't panic.
prayers,
I'm good.
readying your weaponry, and having a bite to eat, you guys head off to Sterling's Manor. So the question is, Do you guys infiltrate under daylight, or are you going to wait till
Uh.
nighttime? I should note that you know that the creatures that are guarding the place are Mozaku. So they,
Yep.
at least one of them has true sight. They all live in a subterranean hell world, so they probably all have dark vision.
I mean, I don't think it matters what time we go, and
Hmm.
I think no matter what, we're running into what we're running
Depends.
into.
Well,
One quick thing.
I
Like,
would-
what do we need from the vault?
what we
soul
originally were
coins?
going to do was, I think the original plan was we were going to make him go, we were going to drain essentially his treasury.
Make him bounce a check to Anthraxis.
Yeah, Ocean's 11, this motherfucker.
That, and you guys also found out that he has the crown mold
Right, the
for the
crown
crown of
vault.
the Dragon King, so it might
Yeah.
be in that vault. And if you guys can get
Uh,
it, that's one more thing that he doesn't have, because he's using it
Yeah,
as a
so-
bargaining chip against Farron.
That
don't
and
know how you can bargain
remind
with
me
him.
if he had some soul coins on him, because what did I do with my soul coin? Do I have it in my inventory?
You should. I don't think it's in your inventory. If it's not, you can add it. It is a heavy infernal iron coin.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because I how many did I have 2?
I believe you had 2.
Also, before we leave, I'm going to be dropping off the water skins. I don't need them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were carrying
How much
them
do they
basically.
weigh?
I was carrying 4 water skins.
Yeah, and they are, I think, 5 pounds when they're full. So you were carrying an extra 20 pounds of water.
Yeah. It doesn't want to change it for some.
Should have
Hold
you
on.
as.
Up there we go.
Yeah, you just got to click off your little block there. Okay,
All right, there we go. I
So-
have
should
I
be
am
under your
no
line
longer
now.
overburdened.
Yep. Yep. And then Meteora has the highest carry weight in the party,
More spot.
followed by
Wait.
Sophelia.
AJ, how much did the soul coins each weigh?
They are weightless, essentially, because they're just
Okay, got it. So I'll just put 0 on it.
Mm-hmm. So in
And
character, they have like a solid weight to them. Like they definitely weigh about the same as like 5 gold coins would in your hand, because it's
Ooh.
like a circular hunk of iron, and the soul coins are pretty big. They're like a Chuck E. Cheese token in size, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I was thinking like an Oreo.
Now here's the thing: are they cold to the touch or are they hot to the touch?
They are cold, ice cold, like supernaturally cold.
I'll have to figure out how to free them. But if my memory serves me correct, didn't in the vault wasn't there a lot of soul coin as well?
Probably. If Sterling is
'Cause that's what
having interactions with Mozaku, there's a chance that he's having interactions with Hellions as well.
That's
They
what the
deal
big
soul
guy
coins.
said. Remember, the big dude, the guy we met at the underground.
Yep.
Demon-looking guy. From what I'm getting at, says Sterling had a lot of soul coins with him. So, well, too bad for Sterling. I'm gonna take all those soul coins.
Free them souls. Okay.
I don't think he's gonna worry about it for too much longer.
So you guys kind of run towards Sterling's Manor. As you're passing through Cams, the city is the city is desert. The town, or it's a resort town though.
Mhm.
So as soon as you get out of the slums area and you pass through the red light district, you can see the noble district. But right at the edge between the red light and the noble districts is Sterling's Manor, which sits on a hill above Cams. Unlike the rest of the town here, this place is like green. So there's trees, there's grass, there's hedges. He might have had soil brought in from another part of Eisenkranz specifically so he could have a green lawn. Because no way he's doing this with Cam's soil. So you guys run up towards his manor, and you kind of hunch over by the trees, and you're looking into this place. And you can see above the balcony on the west side is a hulking red winged figure staring off into the distance with a single-handed axe. Well, single-handed for his size. The only person among you who could realistically lift it would be Sophelia. And for her, it would be a straight-up, battle axe. But he is currently standing on the roof above that balcony, just watching. It looks like somebody might have figured out that you guys were here and figured out what all those claw marks in town meant.
He looks friendly.
If you would like to figure out what exactly he is, a religion check would be in order.
Got it. All right, first roll, guys.
Woo!
Go.
First roll of the
Here we
campaign.
go.
There's a
Oh my god.
Ooh, setting the
Oh,
tone.
Oh.
No. Religion. That's 4. I don't think that's enough.
You have no idea what he is.
He's someone in our way. That's what he is.
Mhm.
Does somebody else want to give it a try?
I'm not
yeah,
religious.
I mean,
If
I
you're-
am alright.
If you are proficient, you may.
I'm not.
Could I help him?
He is not proficient.
Got it.
So I'm going to drop an image in the chat of what this figure looks like, because he is quite terrifying. So,
Dang.
unlike this one, he is red, though, and he is
Oh.
wielding an axe, but he does have that belt of skulls around his midsection. He has a tattered fur loincloth hanging down in front and back. His skin is just scaly up on his shoulders. He's got small horns. He's got big curved horns coming off the top of his head and a huge set of wings that can carry his rather corpulent torso. He
He's
is
very
also
bug-like.
extremely muscular.
So Meteora says, well, I don't approve of his face or his loincloths, but I do like his belt.
How do you think he got that belt?
Donation,
I guess you could say that.
in a way.
Non-consensual donation?
Well, the dead can't really, object.
So he's just standing there on watch.
Yes, currently. He doesn't seem to have
Alright.
been alerted to your presence. He does not know you're there. He did not
He's
see
not
you.
talking to anybody or anything.
Nope, not currently.
So, do we want to do this during dark, or do you think it matters at all?
We could do it during dark. It probably would be easiest.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages on myself
Uh-huh.
because it just lasts for a while, and that way I could be able to understand if they're speaking in demonic or something.
Okay, so we'll say that you cast it as you were walking up, because you knew that there were Mozoku here, and also because verbal components are kind of like they are in Baldur's Gate, where it's yelling a magic word, and if you did that here, things would
Yeah.
get bad.
Really
Yeah.
fast.
So for
We
the next
could-
hour, you have comprehend languages active.
Nice. We could do a perimeter sweep. Just go around, see if we can find something.
Maybe a little hole or somewhere we could gain access to.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we're gonna do that, I don't think we can all move around at the same time. This has to be
No. Yeah.
a recon mission. Because
I
there's too much of
can
us, and I know for the fact that I can't sneak.
I can stealth around and do a recon.
Yep, I know.
Do you have your sending?
Acer-
Do you have your sending stone with you?
No, remember I gave it to Binnick.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, how about I give you mine, and if you need to communicate, you can talk to either Sophelia or you could talk to the new guy. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Yeah, Kiln.
Got it. I'll need to get a new sending stone at some point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Let me take mine out of my inventory then,
All right.
and add it
How
to
much
yours.
does it weigh?
it's weightless. It's just a small
It is weightless.
rock
Okay.
with a rune on it that allows you to communicate. Okay.
I'll make sure to return this once this is all
Oh,
over.
okay then.
Yep. Sophelia also is decently stealthy.
By any
Yeah.
chance, can
Yep.
I change my element?
Yes.
Your-
It was
your
recently a
element?
morning. You can change it to whatever you would like.
I will go to Earth.
You are
Oh.
now an
Hmm.
Earth Genasi.
I will then cast at the second level spell slot. Oh wait, no, I can just use it
It's innate.
once.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do pass without trace.
Pass without a trace. So, pass without.
I'm pretty sure I can cast it on the whole party.
Pass without trace.
Oh.
So it is a radiation from you. So it is a 30-foot aura around you, and as long as the creature's in that aura, or the longer a creature is in that aura, it has a +10 bonus to stealth checks. So you have to be within
And-
30 feet of a creature for them to
I
stealth.
mean, yeah. So we literally just stealth our way as a group. We have a very high checks now.
And
Okay,
so
that's
you
good.
guys can do cumulative stealth if you are moving as a group. So I would like for you all to roll stealth checks.
Okay.
Meteora has
Right now?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
I say like when he's at an Earth form, you see almost just like solid rock,
Ooh.
just kind of like
That is a
almost
soft
cracks
20
out of
for
his
me.
skin.
Nice.
Yep, and his
I have
Zoldars,
8.
his lines are in a different configuration. Okay, so
I got 8.
Just pulling it up. So,
I got 30.
I mean, remember to add +10.
so Meteora then
I mean, I
got an
got
18.
Oh, thank
Sophelia got a 30.
I also got an 18.
Kiln got an 18, and Acer
20.
Acer 20. So your
So
average
what's this new 18?
is your average is 21. So
Good.
as long as
Not
you do
bad.
not enter direct line of sight and you guys stay together, then nothing with a passive perception of 21 or of 20 or lower will be able to detect you.
Right. If we can only see the things and figure out where the guys are.
Mhm.
Because we can't see anyone.
Can I summon my familiar and have him scout out?
What form does your familiar take?
Ooh.
My familiar will almost be like a little bit of like a smoky owl.
Aw.
That's devil.
And that will be an owl. Does your familiar have a name?
Not yet. I'll come.
Meteora's like, oh, can I pet him?
Sure.
Oh,
Your
little guy.
familiar has 1 hit point. Let me go ahead and send you the stat block for owl.
And so he's also in Pass Without Trace.
Since we already
He's
rolled
like, "Oh."
stealth, I'll just let you guys keep the 21.
I wish I could summon cute little animals. All I can summon are just dead people.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with dead people. They're quite pleasant once you get to know them.
I got some bits of summoning with plants, but nothing great.
So you should have
Flowers are
full
nice.
control of your familiar now.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can have the owl scout before the party.
That is exactly what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay. So his stealth will be a 25 passive stealth with the pass without trace. So feel free to move
All
the
right.
owl as you see fit.
I don't really know where they are, but yeah, I'll just, fly around.
Your owl kind of stays low. Remember, control, or it's either control or alt that allows you to change altitude.
It's giving me a hard time. What the hell?
It's hold control and then move your mouse, and you'll move up and down.
Yeah, I'm just talking about moving.
Yeah.
It was like all buggy out, but all right.
So that shrubbery.
So yeah.
Rose?
So you see the
Do
big
you
guy
see-
there.
Oh,
So because you entered direct line of sight there, he does notice the owl. And you hear him say something, which your comprehend languages translates to just stupid bird, basically. And he kind of just waves the owl away. And this dude's hand is big enough to like wrap around Killen's torso.
Jeez.
He's
Like a
big.
squeaky toy.
Yeah, he'll just do a fly around the perimeter, whatever he can
Mhm.
actually see.
So, as he flies around the perimeter, he will note the windows on the second level. Let's see. Everything is so all the windows are. It's very fancy, but they are barred.
very fortified, huh?
Uh-huh. It's definitely built for appearances, but it's
What
also
the hell
built
is
with a
that?
purpose. So that is.
A roly poly?
It looks like a Mirelurk.
It does look like a Mirelurk. That would be another
Roly poly.
Mozoku. This one is also on guard because you can see behind it is a hatch that likely leads to a cellar.
Hmm.
Kiln, I would like for you to roll a religion check. See if you can identify this creature.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Again,
Could I
It's
help him with that? Could I assist him with that?
so he could describe it to
expert.
you as he's looking at it through the owl's eyes. So yes.
Okay.
So go ahead and
Okay,
roll
let me try
your
then.
religion check.
Come on, kiss the dice.
Hey.
Yes. That is gonna be religion. That is 22.
So this creature is a Durgoloth, which is a type of
A
Mozoku.
Durgoloth.
They're very insect-like Mozoku. I put the image in the chat. It is it has red compound eyes atop, just sitting over a fanged mouth. It has 5 clawed arms coming off of a central body that's built kind of like a barrel, and it has 3 legs coming off the bottom of it. So its legs are kind of tripod-like.
As Kiln describes the creature, you could see the obvious disgust of Meteora's face. Her face just gets more crinkly as he keeps describing more.
While I'm describing it, and like I could literally see her face kind of warping to it, you just see it and go, I
Yeah.
know. It's disgusting.
You actually can't see it. You can't see her face
Oh.
because while you are looking through your owl
That's
senses,
true.
you
That's
are
true.
blind
That's
and
true.
deaf.
Yeah. Well,
So the way they work, and Meteora would inform you of this, this is definitely a creature working for Anthraxis. They rush into battle like whirlwinds of destruction, lashing out with 5 sets of claws which extend from their squat, barrel-shaped bodies. They take contracts to put down uprisings, clear out rabble, and eliminate scouts and skirmishers, and they revel in butchery.
does it have 5 attacks?
It has 2 claw attacks, but it has a special ability called Flailing Claws.
Well, all right.
And like most Mozaku, it can innately teleport.
Oh,
Hmm.
jeez. So don't get caught by that guy. That sounds like a bad news.
I'd
So,
rather deal with
Yeah.
him than the big guy.
yeah. Interesting
True.
thing, though, because these creatures, these Mozaku, are from a different world entirely, the fact that an owl is out during the day doesn't really raise any suspicion for them. It's just another bird. So when your owl flies by, this Durgaloth just kind of looks up, its compound eyes glistening at it, and you see its just mouth is hanging open. And it looks like it wants to eat the owl, but it's just out of reach, and it's got a post to maintain. So it just stays right next to that post.
Where it like chatters like a cat when a cat sees a bird outside.
And with that,
Okay.
owl returns.
Okay. So yeah, I'll relay everything about how, they're clearly more protecting that side of the, what is this called? Like a manor?
So do you think the
Of the
vault
manor,
is
yep.
underground?
So the only unguarded entrance is the front door.
I was
Jeez.
thinking of casting Minor Illusion and drawing their attention away from,
So like the other side?
yeah, to like the left-hand side of the building, so then we could wrap around the right side and maybe go through that cellar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Create a distraction.
So yes, I would like to make a distraction and try to get the loop around with like chasing my image.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You are going to cast Minor Illusion. I want you to make a Arcana check. This isn't for knowledge. This is for magical control.
Mm-hmm.
2 threes in a row, man. What the fuck? Well, that's gonna be... You know what? Hold on. No, I'm not gonna waste that yet. Yeah, okay. So that'll be a 10.
10. Okay, and then I am going to have the Durgaloth roll insight.
Oh boy, AJ's first roll. We know what's gonna happen. Wow.
Yep.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck,
God.
man?
So
We can't have nice things in this campaign.
creature looks at your magical illusion, is quizzical about it, takes its first step with its tripodal legs, remembers itself, looks back, and just and then steps back over to the cellar entrance and stays there until the magical phenomenon fades away.
What about the other guy?
Oh, yeah, good point. Let's
He's picking his nose.
This nose.
He has a nose?
Oh,
Aww.
we'll find one.
Yeah, because I roll Arcana is like my best thing, and literally roll 3.
If anybody
Oh,
else
damn.
is proficient in Arcana, I don't think they are.
No.
Yeah, you're
No,
literally the
that's
only brain
Why I
genius in
made
the party.
character, yeah. Wow.
The tables have turned.
Super
The
ball
turns have
busting.
tabled.
Yep.
So that idea is a bust.
I could technically re-roll, but I don't know if I want to waste that.
You have an inspiration or
No.
We'll
Chrono
come back
shit.
later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He can
chrono shit.
basically pull from a timeline where possibly he succeeded.
Hmm.
Did you
know what?
say that,
Chronergy.
that
Fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm rolling again.
Chronal shift. Roll again.
I'm chrono, so you just kind of see like
Come on.
almost like a little clock tick back a couple seconds. And then yes, I'll attempt this again.
Okay.
not bad,
20.
not bad.
Okay. I'm going on to also, because time rewound, re-roll insight.
Yay!
So this time, the Durgaloth sees the magical illusion and decides to go investigate. It
And the bug
hops.
person?
Yeah, that's the Durgaloth. Hops down.
Oh.
And begins kind of shuffling towards this magical illusion. And the Nikoloth, well, sorry, I shouldn't say its name because you guys didn't.
Oh.
Well, I have
yeah.
no idea what that is, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
luckily
that
it's a
either,
gibberish
so-
word to you right now. You have no context for it. But it takes wing, and seeing this magical illusion, this creature is like kind of keeping pace and keeping distance just in case it has to swoop down and smash whatever this is. So you guys have just enough time to shuffle in to the cellar.
All right.
Oh boy.
Hope it's big
Oh
enough.
boy.
So I'm just going to respawn your minis in the cellar.
Yes, we did it, gang.
Yee, good job.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
hopefully we
was
can
gonna
make it out
say,
alive.
if we want, we can come back later and go to like a butcher and then like throw like a pig near it because it looked hungry for your bird. So
Fair.
I think
Gilton's
it's
on a mission.
food.
I
think it's some food.
Sophelia, as soon as you enter the cellar here, you are hit by a bunch of different scents, but one that sits in the background is the familiar scent of Sterling's cologne.
Mm,
Is
oh
his
boy.
nose. The
Yeah, how's
basement,
Ophelia doing?
She's
Ever since we arrived here.
she's definitely.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's definitely ready to like jump on anything that's hostile.
So it is dark down here. So Meteora, you
Yep.
cannot see anything right
I
now. If
can.
you don't have dark vision currently, you cannot see.
I can cast light.
My owl's got dark vision. I got dark vision.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
Yep. So Meteora, you can cast light, and so without light, if you are relying purely on dark vision, it should be
Uh-huh.
noted that you still do take a penalty to your perception because it's dim light.
Okay.
So having light is still useful.
That is definitely useful.
Dark vision just extends the distance you can see, makes it harder.
I'll
for
just
creatures
cast
to
light so everyone can see.
All right, so you reach down to the head of your hammer and you cast light upon it. So now you have a light. So this basement has no mildew spell. Just smells slightly dusty. The air's really dry. Of course, it's cams, so that's to be expected. To the north, you see several stacked barrels. To the south, you see a stairway leading up, and to the east, opposite you, is a closed door.
Hmm.
But yes, this room is just loaded with barrels.
I want to check the... Like, we can... What? Yeah, I'm
Like,
going to
what are
guess
the
that the barrels are full
contents?
of alcohol, yeah.
Okay, would you like to walk up and check one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go up to one of them and lift it open. And you see that this one in particular is full of meat.
Oh.
Not it's cured. It's salted. But that's about it.
Okay.
Obviously this is not meant for humans to ingest.
Mm.
I don't like that.
I'll check this stack of barrels then.
You pull one over and pull it open, and you see that it is actually full of this really strange silvery liquid. Almost like mercury.
I try not to touch it, knowing the
You are-
corrosiveness of mercury.
Do I
Do our
see
smart
that?
people want to take a
Yes,
look?
you do.
Yeah. Can I go up and inspect it?
Make a Arcana check.
There you
That'll
go.
be
Nicely
a
done.
23.
The weapons of the Mozaku are made from this substance. When a Mozoku lays their hands upon this liquid metal, it hardens into the shape of their favored weapon.
Yeah.
Is
How
there a way
about
to get rid of it?
this? Can I pour some water in it? Or holy water?
Yep. So, Meteora, you come up behind Acer and you pour some of the water in it, and you see that the water straight up sits on top. They don't mix.
Huh.
How about holy water?
Your holy water just sits on top
Oh.
of it. So the substance itself isn't unholy or anything. It's just
Oh.
something that they use. It's a mineral from their world.
How unpleasant,
I-
she says.
I'm going to.
Would I know of a way to counter it, like to make it go back to its like original form? Like if
In this quantity, not really, because these barrels are likely all full of the same substance. But
I didn't know if we were in like combat or something, and if I could like
How do we
gather
make
what
it
the
unusable?
properties of this is to where I could be like, no, I can counter that weapon.
Yeah, how
if I
do we
use...
disable the? Yeah.
making it unusable is what was your result for your Arcana?
23.
23. Mixing it with mineral impurities would make it unusable.
So sand, dust,
Yes.
there's
Or
dust
even like
everywhere.
river water.
Like just straight up sand, dirt, mixing it in.
Just-
They store
so
it this
just
way
dirt.
to keep it clean. It's possible to restore it.
Mm.
It's possible to cleanse it, but that takes time.
Okay,
What about
everybody
salt?
grab a handful of sand.
Yep, salt is another sand. Salt is another mineral impurity.
Pocket
It works.
sand.
I just
Oh, wait,
start.
I'll need spice.
Yep, that'd
I
work
got
too.
spices.
I just take some of the salt from the salted meat and start putting it into the metal.
You just start pouring a bunch of salt into this barrel, and you see that the
'Cause we're salty.
this silvery mercury liquid kind of turns dark and gray instead of it loses its reflectivity.
Okay, let's put the
Some
top
dull.
on back. Make it look like we didn't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
And with the barrels to the north, as soon as you go to touch one, Acer, you see that it is not real. Your hand passes right through it.
Oh,
Huh.
oh,
Beyond it,
Illusion magic?
yep, the barrel you touched goes translucent, and you can see that there is a passage on the other side.
I whisper to the others, letting them know these aren't real.
Why don't we send the bird in first? Just in case.
my owl can go and scout ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so your owl flies in. Down here.
With a what, 24 stealth? You said.
Yes. Yeah, you guys had. Or sorry, 21 was your cumulative stealth.
Yeah.
Let me just go grab.
Which is
that.
still really good.
Yeah, that's really
Mhm.
solid.
Yeah,
Most-
I rolled a 3.
Whoa.
Most creatures not dedicated
Yeah.
to perception have like a 14.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where I put the owl. Did I move it down there with you
Other-
guys?
No, it's at the other board.
It's still up top.
No owls left behind.
He's just sitting at the entrance.
Oh, I see him. He was blending in there. I had my camera all pulled out. GM tools, make unique, and we'll set him as in solitone. That way it's easy just to spawn him again. Alright. As soon as
Alright.
the owl passes in, both it and you, Kiln, are hit with a vile stench.
Mm.
So this smell is let's see. I wrote the description, I swear. So anyway, it smells like rotten fruit. And I need the owl to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, don't puke.
DC
Keep your mouse
is
inside.
16.
He adds a -1. It's 17 or higher.
Nope.
Oh,
Well-
Poor baby.
Your owl takes 4d6 poison damage and is destroyed.
No.
Well,
rip.
So as soon as it goes
Uh,
in there, it catches a whiff of this rotten fruit smell and is poisoned to death instantaneously.
Well, it looks like do you guys want me to go in? I don't have a nose.
Acer
I mean, you're
doesn't have
still
three.
super stealthy because of pass without trace.
Yeah, as long as you're
Yeah.
within 30 feet of him, he benefits from it.
Yeah, so I can like
I
be
also
around
have
the
a
corner.
just
Mhm.
and from the stealth roll, I still have a plus 20, or I have a 20.
All right.
But why does it smell like rotten fruit?
So,
This
Ooh,
fucking
that's a tight
stealthing music,
squeeze.
man.
Ophelia's not gonna like that.
Okay.
this, you see in this room, what looks to be like shreds of animal skins, and for the most part, especially in this side, however, leading away towards the east, you see like, so the smells would get stronger if you weren't holding your breath, but
I had a breath.
if you had if you had to breathe, yes. Let's see. But conversely to the shredded skins that look like they're arranged in like bedding, there are actual like pretty well made outfits hanging on the cave walls from like iron pittons, and the style is otherworldly. It's not something you've ever seen a human or any other mortal lineage wear. The materials aren't even something you can really identify. You
Interesting.
did see one outfit that resembled it, though. The one worn by Anthraxis during the scrying ceremony.
Is that his robe?
So it looks like the hired Mosaku are lodging down here.
Oh boy. I'm going to go down this hallway and take a peek then.
Okay.
I will be following behind at 30 feet.
At 30 feet.
Alright, so Alright, so Kiln, as soon as you pass through the barrels, I need you to make a con save, because you have to breathe.
That's all right.
Alrighty.
Okay. So you catch a whiff of this, and you can immediately tell that this is something disgusting. Not just a stench. This is the smell of disease. And luckily, your earthen exterior protects you from this this infiltrating illness.
Ugh.
And this is underneath this house. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah. So, Acer, you catch a glimpse of the creature that is lurking around the corner here.
What in the fuck?
And it is definitely the source of the stench, because its skin is covered in boils and sores. It is, it has two curved, almost like ram-like horns on either side of its head, and it has a long, slender, or like a long kind of nubbed snout with sharp teeth inside and like pink red eyeballs, and its fingernails, or well, its claws, I guess. But you ever seen somebody who has grown out their nails so long that they start to curl?
Man.
Oh.
Hmm.
That is what you see.
Ew.
No, thank
That's-
you. I'm just going to quickly get back and
You just kind of go back around the corner like, oh.
yeah, like let's pretend that didn't happen. And I tell Kiln, like, we need like, I'm just like, hand gesturing, we need to go like the other way, go back.
Retreat.
Retreat.
All right.
Don't want to jump him.
Yeah, at least right now.
Okay.
I whispered to everyone the exact description that you told me.
Okay. So Meteora, I would like for you to make a religion check.
Also, did they return back to us?
Yes. Yeah, they retreated. This creature did not detect them.
Okay, so when they came back, okay, before I start talking, give me a 1 second. From my pocket, I pull out a perfume and I just give them each whiff. Okay. Now you can tell me. Now you can tell me what it was.
I
Yeah, for
began
some reason I have a
explaining-
perfume in my pocket.
All good. I begin explaining what I saw.
20, so that's 23.
Ooh. So this creature is an Oinoloth, which is also a type of Mozoku. They are grim specters of death that bring pestilence wherever they go. When armies recognize their awful forms, their mere appearance causes soldiers to break ranks and flee lest they succumb to one of the awful plagues that Oinoloths let loose.
Jesus.
They solve thorny problems by simply killing everyone involved. They are often hired as a last resort when a siege has gone on too long or an army has proven too strong to overcome. So this thing is Anthraxis's like fuck it, delete everything button.
Okay, how do we make sure this guy doesn't leave this area or...
We could,
They can teleport.
prop up some. Oh yeah, they could probably teleport. That does.
All of them can.
Yeah.
Because
So
that thing
it's-
can literally
it's
destroy
not
this
really-
town.
There's not containing. It's either do we keep stealthing around, or do we take this opportunity when he's by himself to jump in him and kill him?
It is common knowledge, or at least folklore, that if you can destroy a fiend, they go back to their world.
Yeah, so it's gonna come back.
So, well, no, well, yes and no, but essentially, he'll be stuck there for a while and won't be able to come back for this turn, or at least for this while.
Yeah,
Because
so
we're gonna have to fight him with Feldraxes probably.
yeah.
Oh,
And Kiln and Meteora both would know that the more powerful a fiend is of any type, the longer it takes to regain its body in its world.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So a weaker fiend like an imp would return much faster than a stronger fiend like a pit fiend would.
So if we try to attack it, how do we know that it's not gonna teleport?
He probably will.
You would have to kill him quickly or find a way to hold his interest so that he doesn't teleport out and raise the alarm.
Well, how
Yeah, so-
about I have magic circle?
that
Would that
works.
even
That
work?
takes a minute to cast.
I mean,
Okay.
he doesn't
I mean,
see
we still
us.
don't-
Yeah, like we could literally just set that up.
You could set it up and then complete it if you guys manage to lure him into it. Then you could
Okay.
contain him.
With
Guys, I
comprehend
want
languages,
my
can
idea.
I speak the language?
Comprehend only lets you understand.
Okay.
To speak it, you would want to cast tongues.
Okay.
Huh.
So yeah, the language they speak is Makyo. Or,
I think for now, I think it's best to
Do we keep looking for
Like-
now?
keep looking for now. Worry about it a little later.
I'm gonna look over
The main mission is to find the vault.
at
Yeah, just get the vault and get the heck
What's
out
in
of
there?
here.
Meteor.
Yeah.
It's a meteor. It's
Sophia.
it's Ophelia.
Hmm?
It's Ophelia doing this news of telling her that there's something she probably wants to fucking murder.
True.
Like, is she holding back? Like, or is she gonna lunge forward? Like, this is her. Like, she's on a fucking warpath right now. So it's like we can tell her this shit, and she can still be like, "I'm going to fuck in." Like,
The one she's mostly after is Sterling, who is a mortal man. And Thraxis himself is another target so that she doesn't get hauled off to the Clockwork Nirvana. However, all the other Mozaku really don't mean anything to her, right?
but they're pawns of. So
True.
basically, it's taking a piece off the board, which in the end game would be something she's interested in. I'm assuming, right? Because she's trying to fuck with Sterling, so fucking with Valdraxis would fuck with Sterling. That's kind of just like a domino effect. I don't know how much that would play into her character.
Right,
If that's
but
what she
here's-
wants.
If we mess with his stash, though, if we mess with his loot, then there'll be less to worry about as well. Because Anthraxis will be like, you got no money. I'm done.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's
But we
obviously
still got we
we're
still gotta
doing that
get
regardless.
Anthraxis though.
I mean, that's literally what we're doing here. But I'm talking about literally just right now. Like, how does she view this? Because like, no matter what we're disrupting, like that's going to affect Sterling. But are we going to be dealing with all the pawns and everything to where that affects it
here's
also
another-
as well?
Here's another thing. How do we know that Anthraxis can't summon more as well?
We
That's
don't
another
know
thing.
that. That's not something you really go into thinking about because you.
I feel like
I
he's
mean-
not gonna like bring more guys in unless he gets paid for it.
And not to mention, it's hard
Yeah.
to do that. It's not something he can just do stupidly easy. Like AJ said, like it takes a while to be able to come here. If we get rid of this guy, he's not coming back probably for the rest of us dealing with Sterling. Like he can't just snap his fingers and they
But
just
how
show
many
up
more
again.
are there? Is the question.
So you guys
How
have
many
seen
more do we
3
want to
so
deal
far.
with? How many more do we want to deal with in one combat? Because they'll all show up in that one combat.
Especially if the alarm gets raised. Yeah, then they're all
So-
gonna
Yeah.
start showing up.
But
about
It's
and
if
either,
we
again,
try
it's
to-
either we
if
jump
we
and take
botch
care of
it,
this
though,
now.
then it's still going to cause a big problem. Then we're going to have to fight.
If
and
we
then,
go
yeah.
upstairs and even just trigger anything, then it's over, and then we have to deal with that right away anyways then. So it's like, are we taking the risk of still stealthing around and potentially not getting seen by anything? Because, yeah, once we get caught at all, they just teleport, sound the alarm, and then we're in a big combat. Or do we take advantage of this and take care of this, and then continue stealthing our way back up while knowing we took care of one of the problems? Like I said, this is just something we need to think about. Like, we can absolutely ignore this. I just want to bring this to point to be like, let's make sure this is what we want to do. Because we're still stealth. He has not noticed us, so we get a surprise round on him. That's 2 rounds of combat we get.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I just really
how
want to
about
clarify
this?
this is what we're doing.
How about this? First of all, I don't like the idea of this thing being around, this town. I just don't like the idea of this thing existing at all. So instead of him calling for his friends, I do think we should take care of it. And then maybe we could keep on looking around. But we have to make sure that this guy, doesn't call his friends.
Hold on.
Because I could use magic circles so that he won't be able to go anywhere. But so get a surprise round on him, put the magical circle on, beat the crap out of him, and then hopefully we could get him down before he could try anything funny.
I just want to know how stable the roof is above him.
So rude.
So, the manor upstairs is very well fortified, so it stands to reason that the foundation here is also pretty strong. All of the load-bearing walls here are solid stone.
Mm.
Now that thing's a feed,
So you
so
Can't really pop that pimple.
Yeah, dropping the ceiling
give him the
on
whole
it is
Caesar,
not going to be a...
Can't give him the whole Caesar treatment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we can blow this dude up in 2 turns, he doesn't get to do anything.
yeah.
But we also have to make sure it also is pretty stealthy, so nothing too loud either.
If you surprise him, you get a free round.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Because we are stealthed
Oh,
right now,
yeah.
so
And there is, by the way, in this cellar, another set of barrels up against a similar passageway. So those
Yeah.
are likely fake too.
I was
yeah.
these ones I was looking at. That's probably a fake entranceway. So we could pincer maneuver him if we wanted to. Like like someone can go here and have get ready. Another person could distract come through here, get distract the
mean,
guy.
If we're just gonna bum rush in.
Yep.
Yeah, we're we can go from 2 points, like you said, like so 2 people can stand there, 2 people can stand on the other side. Like you can be on the inside because you're immune to the Constitution thing. So like 2 people that don't have high saves can be by the barrels on that side and just run in through there.
I should note, by the way, Kiln, you are also immune to it for the next 24 hours.
Bitchin'. So me and him can be in there.
Once you succeed on
and
the
then
save, you become immune.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we can be in there, and then you guys. And then we just jump in, try to take him out, see if you can get that magic circle
AJ,
down.
Quick question: how often am I allowed to use the magical circle?
As many
It's
slots
just a
as you
spell
have.
slot,
It's
yeah.
just a spell slot.
Okay.
As long as you have the spell slot and the materials that it requires, then you can cast it.
Okay.
So magic circle requires salt and
Salt.
powdered silver worth 100 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. So you need powdered silver. If you don't have it, then you can if you have something silver in your inventory, we can
Yeah, I'm sure I can do something.
Yeah. Other than that, though, if you don't have the powdered silver, then you can't cast it right now.
Got it.
Because it has a gold cost.
I do have regular gold.
Yeah, that won't work. It's like
Got
the
it.
specific ingredient for food. You gotta have.
Let me
that
check my
ingredient.
inventory.
I have a bunch of other stuff: the pearls, amethyst.
I can
you know.
also prevent him from getting away if you want to just do damage.
I have a lightning grenade. Do you guys want to throw that at him?
It's whatever you prefer. I'm just saying I
don't
also
think
have
that's
a
a
way
good
to
idea.
contain him.
To surprise him?
The grenade could be loud enough for the others to hear.
True.
Like for me, I'm planning on just using my bow and arrow because if I use my gun, that's going to sound off everywhere.
Gunfire in this basement will definitely carry through the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, so would rage.
Yeah, screaming. So
So you're gonna have to do indoor voice rage.
silence might be a good spell to cast if anybody has it prepared, or
I
has it
don't
in
think
their
I have
spell
anything
book.
like that.
I don't think I
Hold on.
have silence.
Because it is a ritual spell, so Kiln can cast silence as a ritual if he has it in his book.
I do not have it.
Gosh dang.
I
Alright,
do
so
have silence, but I have to. Yeah, I don't have it on me though, but I know how to do it
Okay, so
because
not
that's a level
prepared.
2 spell. But so it's not to prepare.
Yeah, if it's not prepared, then you can't use it today.
Yeah, then I can't use it today.
Alright, so no rage, no gun, no grenade.
You guys have gotten in with no incident. If you can get out, you can just fall back and take the information you've gained so far.
We
And
could
kind of
do
make a
that.
plan.
That is something we could do, yeah. Just fall back, live to fight another day.
And
Though
like
getting-
find if like
Though getting
Yeah.
Sophelia to leave might be
Mm,
I'd rather do that than
we haven't discovered
continue
much.
forward.
I do not think we should
Yeah.
fall back.
I think we should fall back.
As a DM,
We are
I
not
always like to
prepared.
remind players that retreat is an option because oftentimes players just won't
I mean,
think
we've-
of retreat ever.
We
We've
are
literally
not
discovered
prepared.
nothing.
Mm.
Ow.
I
And
think
that's
we
what I
should
want
keep
to know.
looking.
Like, nothing's changing if we wait. So it's like we might as
Yeah,
well. If we are going to
should keep
retreat,
looking at least.
we need to find for more information than just some smelly dude we found.
Some
Yeah, I
smelly
think- I
basement
think we-
dweller.
All right,
Yeah,
Like,
we
we
can
have
retreat,
nothing
but
to
I
go
feel
off of.
like
There's
we
no
don't have
point
enough
in doing
information
back
to
to the
satisfy
question.
that.
then do we go back to the question? Do we just leave him for now and come back later?
I'll leave that to the group.
Yeah, but I like I said, I feel like we need more information first, though.
Yeah.
We should look a little bit more.
I said what I think we should. Like I said, I'm a hired hand, so like, I'm leaving this up to you guys. Like I just wanted to get what I thought out, but yeah, you guys, especially the person that hired me, has a higher decision to make than me because I'm just
I
here.
think
to
we
protect.
should keep looking, just a bit more.
And
Because right
Meteora.
now we don't know where the vault is.
Yep. And Meteora, I as part of your same check to identify him, and with general knowledge of these fiendish creatures, they may be technically immortal when not on their world, but getting killed and sent back sucks. It hurts. And most otherworldly creatures will do almost anything to avoid it. So, even if you don't kill him, if you can badly hurt him enough, he might be willing to talk.
Hmm.
Or you might be able to pay him off. He is a Mazaku. And while, yes, he works for Anthraxis, these guys are all backstabbers who are out for their own personal gain.
Do you think, like, Meteora looks at one soul coin?
That would be plenty. They would do a lot for a soul coin.
If we give him this and just tell him, just go away, do you think he'll listen?
But soul coins are very fucking valuable.
Especially
Like-
the fiends.
Like that is not that is a very, very valuable thing to them. Like they would literally do pretty much anything for a soul coin.
But Meteora looks down at the coin and she said, but this is a person.
Exactly, you're giving somebody's soul to him. That's why it's so valuable. Like they would do pretty much anything for it, but at the same time, it would also be like you are condemning the soul.
So, and while you
So-
hold this soul coin in your hand, the cold kind of moves up your arm, and you actually can feel the despair of the soul inside. This person in this coin is in endless despair while they are trapped.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
Personally,
can't
like,
do it.
yeah. How much gold would it need to be
That's not something we
bribed?
know.
You would have to
Yeah.
negotiate with it.
Yeah. I think you guys just need to come to the decision whether or not we want to confront it or not. That seems to
Sophie?
be the crossroads we're at right now.
Sophie, what do you think?
Mm. I'm not quite on the subtle thing. I prefer to crush this thing, get it out of the way, just wipe your boot off, and then deal with what we have ahead.
Let the intrusive thoughts win, she says.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Hey, I'm cool with that.
I'm not.
How about this? We beat up this guy, get some information out, and then go from there.
And we might be able just to kill him straight up, just instantly. So
How
We'll
about
see.
we get the information out and then kill him?
he's not going to talk before. I mean, we should literally try blowing him up as hard as we can, and then if he survives and tries to plead with us, then we can go from there.
Okay.
Do any of these barrels have acid?
Holy
I don't
shit.
know. Let's take a look.
I don't know if they may have some sort of immunities to acid, but
As
no,
you
I
search
think
through the barrels, you do find a couple that are full of wine bottles, but none that have acid bottles. The only acid here is the vial of it in Acer's pack.
yep, I do have a vial of acid. If that
That's
helps
not
with
enough.
anything.
She wants to drench this guy in acid. It would be 4-on-1 if you guys would get a surprise round.
Okay.
You would have an advantage. He is
I'm also saying
technically stronger than any one of you. But with that much in your favor, you might be able to pull it off.
Okay. So, guys, quick question: would magic circle help with the situation?
Probably
keep him from
yes.
teleporting. Like I said, I also
Yeah.
have something like that too. So if you want to do that, I can do damage, or if you want to do damage, I can do it. It's totally up to you.
could-
I
no,
do
wait.
have, cause like I do have, what's it called? Cause we're fighting a fiend, so I think Sacred Flame could do a lot of damage on this guy.
Radiant damage, yeah.
Secret Flames.
Mm-hmm.
And the only problem is that I do want to use the magic circles, but I don't think I have something that would be good for silver though, because I do have some weaponry, like hand axe, shield, chainmail, but I don't know if that would be enough for a silver.
Though it's not about the silver value; it's about the actual silver metal itself. That's what the spell
Yeah,
wants.
I don't think I got anything like that.
Mm. Yeah, because all the metal you're
Do any of
carrying
you-
right now is iron or steel.
Do any of you guys have any silver
gold.
on you?
I mean, I can just cast a spell, and it'll literally just be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any.
You could
What
rely
kind of
on
spell, though?
Kiln to keep him in place.
Oh, you can't. What spell do you have?
I can literally just cast Liam's tiny hut, and he cannot teleport through it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then if we literally just beat him up or restrain him there, he's not going anywhere. He can't teleport. He can get out of it. He can walk out, but if we fucking surround him, then there we go.
So Tiny Hut is also a minute-long cast, by the way.
That's fine. We have to drop on him.
Fair. So yeah, you guys
We can
could
cast-
stand there
yeah,
and
we can-
watch him for a
yeah.
minute while the Tiny Hut cast is going on.
It's just like
Problem.
he just sees us and he's just like he's
It
just like
has
what
a
are we
verbal
doing?
component.
Hmm.
Oh, verbal.
Yeah. So you have to incant for a full minute, and he's gonna hear that.
That's true.
Mm.
Should just go back and get silence. But I don't want to retreat though.
Hmm.
I mean, I think it's perfectly fine. Well, maybe all right. Another thing we could do just we could continue, going through the house, but just like doing a little bit more, a little recon. And then we can come back when we're a little bit more prepared, have a little bit more knowledge, and we have everything we need to, find the vault.
Problem is, we didn't gain nearly as enough knowledge right now. All we're doing is just go back out so I could get silence.
Oh, he's talking about continuing through the house to gain more knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, continue
I
through
would
the house.
much rather stay here and continue.
Yeah, me too.
Because just getting in, I had to trick all the guards for us to get in. That might not happen
Yeah,
again.
so yeah,
So-
it's not wasted.
Well, we'll have guards on the outside while we're quote unquote trying to run away.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just push forward.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. So there are 2 exits in this room. There is the door on the east end of the cellar, and then there is a stairway on the north or on the south wall. Which way would you guys like to go?
Hmm.
And I should note that the fake illusory barrels do block line of sight. So walking in front of them isn't gonna you're not gonna accidentally alert him or something. So you're good.
Got it. We could try to go for the door. But what do you guys think?
A door with a big old lion thingy on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we lost the owl, so we can't necessarily check upstairs.
But we still
I
have
mean,
a
we
high...
still have a very high stealth.
Yeah.
Here,
Like,
just don't know how
unless they-
squeaky these
yeah.
ladder, how squeaky these steps are gonna be.
Pass without. Well, that's part of the stealth trick. Is the
Yeah.
noise you make too. Stealth isn't just sight; it is also the sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's why heavy armor is wasting damage because it's noisy.
Yes. Kitchen.
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 Or you could alternatively send Acer ahead on his own because on his own he got a 20 on his stealth.
Yeah, Acer,
Yeah.
you have the setting stone.
All right.
would
If you
pass
need
without
me.
trace, silence casting?
No. Pass without
Okay.
trace doesn't actually silence. It literally just creates a shadowy aura
I was
that
wondering, 'cause it
muffles.
literally says, veil shadows and silence radiates from you. So I was just
Yeah,
Just
it's
checking.
not silence in the fact that it turns off sound, so you can't use it to block spell casting.
yeah,
It just makes it so you don't produce any noise while you're moving.
that's fine.
Right. So
All
I'm
right,
going
so-
to grab Acer, and he said head for the door.
Yeah.
So Acer, you are on your own doing recon right now. So
Got it.
you pop through that door. And head up the stairs. And you find yourself on the top, or on the first level of the manor. So.
They're not gonna let the stink seep through.
So this
Mhm.
stairway leads up to the second floor and down to the basement. There are 4 exits. On the south wall, there is a door that obviously leads outside. Right next to it, on that east wall, is another single door. On the west wall is a single door. And on the north wall is a single door, and you can hear the sound of metal on metal, and the sound of a knife cutting, or maybe spoons scraping a dish, and also the sound of hissing coming from something being cooked.
All right. So that most likely is the kitchen. And let's see. So I have a door to. Am I able to just gently open doors?
That would be an additional stealth check, but yes.
It wouldn't
Alright.
fall into the one we've already rolled.
So this
Yeah,
is
true.
this is a separate instance, but he will and he'll have to roll this one on his own because he's moved away from the
Right.
Oh, he did move away. Okay,
yeah. He's
Run.
he's doing recon.
you got this, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Goes to push it, the door falls off its hinges, makes a loud.
This place is built like shit.
All right. Before I actually open any doors, I'm gonna go up one more time.
Okay.
But peeking just in case there's any
So that leads up to the second floor hallway. I'm just gonna put you in the main full room here. There's nobody in the hallway here. This room is lit by crystal chandeliers. So these crystals appear long and cut by a professional, but they are glowing gems. And hanging all over the walls are portraits of family, friends, and pets of the Sterlings. To the north,
Okay.
you hear the muffled voices of a boy and a girl. being replied to by a high yet mature sounding voice. They are all talking and giggling together. And
Okay.
The fuck?
the scent of flowers emanates from a display on a table near the north doors.
If I
Or
could
sorry,
smell.
the south doors. Yeah. I will be describing scent when it's applicable because just for the rest of them, so I don't have to do it over.
How dare you give me immersion?
But yes. So there are 10 exits in this room. So there on the north is three single doors. On the south, there are 3 single doors. To the east, there is a single door, and that's the one behind you. And to the west, there are 3 single doors.
All right.
Technically 2. Sorry.
All right. Now the question is, which door do I try to check?
So, this is the one that the voices are coming.
Okay. I don't want to alert them soon, so I don't want to.
And as you get close to this one, you can just very faintly hear the sound of a quill on parchment. So somebody's in there
Quill
right
on
now.
Got it. Oh, this is stressful thinking about.
And you guys
Man,
can
yeah,
like,
stealth mission.
yeah, you guys can offer advice for what door he should go through or what doors he should try. Or,
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm not there.
that way he can.
I
Well,
have a
you
sending
can help him
stone.
pick. You know, you don't have to like just because you're not physically there. You
I
can talk
know.
out of character.
You know, I'm down for that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny,
just
meeny,
choose
hi,
one.
mon.
Or you can do the old-fashioned as roll a die.
All right.
There are 10, so you could roll a d10.
All right, D10. All right, so this one will be 1, and this one will be 10. So going all the counterclockwise.
Roger that.
Six. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you walk over to this door here. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy, here we go.
He's stealthy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a
I
ranger.
am.
So
I
he's
was gonna
pretty
say,
stealthy.
yeah. Okay, cool.
And his armor's integrated, and it also doesn't give disadvantage on stealth.
It is
Not
a
terrible.
12.
Hey.
You peek your head in. Nobody's in there.
Oh, thank God.
So this room is set up for a single house guest. A set of parchments, a quill, and an inkwell are set out on a small desk. There is only one exit, and it is the door you came through.
Got it.
So it's
What
just a
do
guest.
the-
I'm going.
Are there words
All right.
on who checked in last?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll check the
good
papers.
question. So you walk up to the parchment, and yes, it is actually a guest registry. And the last person to stay in this inn was one General Dolka of the Crimson Army.
Her again.
Does it smells like brimstones and fire?
There's no scent to it, but that's definitely her signature. It is very bold and very so
Oh, is this the general you met at the dinner or whatever?
the general that
the
also
chick?
sacked Ingendorf
Yeah,
alongside
yeah,
Farron. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you can see that her dominant arm is the one she lost because her handwriting is very poor.
Get fucked.
That's the arm that Farron took.
I don't even know you, but get fucked.
All right. There's a slight smirk, but
You know her by gossip.
Maybe
but
you guys
yeah,
have told a story
I
or
go
two by now.
back and gently close the door, making it so that's like not, like I had not been there, essentially. All right. Oh boy. All right, next.
You need a good
Next
roll on this
door.
next one, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a big roll one.
7.
You're
Literally the one right next.
Yep.
The big one. All right, you gotta roll good.
Okay.
This looks like the main room.
Roll me stealth.
Oh, dude.
Give me a second.
God.
Please,
Alright.
Was it this one with the writing was coming from?
No, that's not the one
well,
with the writing was coming.
It's a nice.
Okay.
That would be the next one over.
Yeah, so
Okay,
Oh,
we're good. It's a
nice.
soft 20.
Soft 20.
There we
You
go.
walk into this room very carefully, and you see that this is a large room meant for relaxation. The room is lit by another crystal chandelier. 2 chairs face a fireplace. Between the chairs, a small table holds a candelabra. A suit of fancy armor stands in the far corner, and heads of various wild beasts hang on the walls. Soft music plays from seemingly nowhere in this room. This music just kind of echoes. It almost seems to bounce around the room so that it's equalized throughout the entire room here. The room smells faintly of wine, likely from the scented candle on the table.
Okay.
relaxation room. Never heard of it.
It is a lounge. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 16.
Damn, perceptive bitch. Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up, dude.
Something is up with this beast head right here.
What beast
Is
head?
it watching you?
As you-
I don't see a beast head.
Oh god.
Oh, move your slider up.
Oh,
They're like little statues.
oh,
boy.
okay. What's my?
It's my own way.
Can I make an investigation check on that?
Yes, you can. You walk over to it. You make sure to close the door behind you, and you walk
Yeah.
over to it. Make me an investigation check. DC is 15.
Well, looks like I'm not investigating anything.
So the jaw is different from the other beast heads. So the ones nearest you are boar heads, and the jaw almost seems to be dislocated on this one. However, you can't really find a mechanism to interact with that would make it move, because obviously something's been done to it. It looks like a mechanical separation because there's a seam. But you can't
Huh.
find any mechanism to make it move. The other beast heads look normal, and they are both giant lizards.
Got it.
Huh.
So nothing else I can really do here for now.
A great sword also does sit on the mantle above the fireplace.
That's probably very important, and I probably should not touch that.
It is very fancy with a golden hilt encrusted with, I should say, a silver hilt encrusted with sapphires.
Ooh, silver, you say?
I do say.
Silver, you'd say.
But no, yeah, I'm not going to touch it for now, because if one thing is out of place, someone's going to notice.
Yep.
All right. Well then, there's nothing else I could do for now, except gather information. So I'll head back out.
Yep. You commit that very strange seam in that boar's jaw to memory.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back to the main hall here.
Oh, I'm just going to re-roll that.
We can take take that as 6, or it can.
We
be,
already did 6.
I did 6 and 7 already.
Oh, so we can take that as 8 if you want.
That's the bad one.
I'd rather not take 8 for right now.
Fair.
Don't listen to the dungeon master. He's trying to kill
I'll
you.
just re-roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So that
One.
would
Okay,
be
that's
this guy
the
right
one.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just look through all the ones that you know of
Have-
don't have people
That don't have a
occupying
noise
them.
coming through it. Actually, yeah. Let me. So we know this one has a noise. This one has a noise.
Nope, not that one.
Are there any? Oh, not that
This one
Oh no,
and
this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
there are people in those.
all right. I don't see anything in that. Or let's see. Actually, I'm just going to try this room right here.
Okay. So all skills have a passive, and as long as you're not actively walking into a room where you know there's somebody in it, I will allow you to use your passive stealth if we're just opening
Okay.
doors. So passive stealth is 10 plus your stealth bonus.
10 plus my stealth bonus, which is a 6.
So 16 is your passive stealth.
Yeah.
So
Pretty high passive
you
stealth.
are just that quiet while walking around.
Dude, he oils his joints, man.
Yup.
All right.
You enter this room. And that would be master bedroom. The room is dominated
Master
by a massive 4-poster bed, attached to which are veils. A couch faces a fireplace in the northeast corner. A pair of dressers stand against the north wall, and a large walk-in closet holds hosts of fancy outfits for Sterling and his wife. The closet is
Got
part
it.
of the room here, so that's why I'm kind of just adding it there.
Closet. Got it.
So, but it is a full walk-in closet, full of outfits for both his wife and him.
Do I find anything about the vault here?
Make an investigation check.
Oh boy. That's an 8.
You search around the room, but unfortunately, nothing really stands out. Sterling doesn't seem to keep records in his bedroom.
Okay. Nothing else of note, then, I'm guessing.
You head back out.
All right.
Oh,
Okay. So nothing there, nothing there. I guess the next one would be just to check this room next. By this room, I mean this one.
So walking into this one, you can see that there is a door leading out of the house here. So that's likely the balcony
Oh.
you saw on your way in, where the big red fiend was standing on the roof right above.
Okay.
So this would be paired guest quarters. So this room is set up for a pair of guests. A vanity sits next to a fireplace on the south wall. A footlocker sits at the foot of the bed. And a small walk-in closet is filled with hangers for guests to use. Excuse me. You okay?
Oh.
Exits are the single door you came into and the second floor balcony.
Second floor bed.
A possible
Okay.
escape route if things get bad.
Got it. All right. I will keep that noted and come back from where I came.
Mhm. So yeah, you know a way out if things get crazy.
Yeah. All right. Time for the next one. Let's see.
The one that's right next
I
to that.
will. Yeah, we'll do the one right next to it.
Okay. So you walk into master bathroom. So you see a room
Okay.
containing a wash basin, a vanity, and a toilet. The room is silent, outside noises being blocked by the walls. So the walls here are either really, really well made with materials that block sound, or they're enchanted to block sound. And the room smells flowery, likely from some hidden scent diffuser.
Okay.
The goal when this
And
room
it's
was
just-
being constructed was likely maximum price.
Which is a good idea, yeah.
Especially after Taco Bell.
Oof.
So
When,
theoretically, oh, sorry,
yeah.
I keep talking right
Oh,
when
no,
you
no, no,
do.
no.
But I was going to say,
No, you're fine.
theoretically, since it does block all sound, you could incant in this room without alerting anyone.
Okay. It'd be kind of funny. We just we just bring we bring Nova up here. He does his incant, bring him back
Nova?
down. No, Kiln.
You bring Kiln
bring
in here so he
Kiln.
can incant.
Yeah. We
I
bring
got
Kiln in
spells
here,
on
so
spells.
then we just bring him back down.
That'd be freaking hilarious. It's like a Scooby-Doo scene.
Alright. But nothing else of note then.
Kiln, when you get, do you have momentary stasis or not momentary stasis? Arcane Abeyance yet?
I don't see it.
Okay, so you know how you were talking about casting Liamon's tiny hut?
Oh yeah, no, that's level 10. Yes.
Yeah,
That's literally one of the things I'm going to be doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read about that and I'm like, that's ridiculous.
When I played my Chronogist, you remember when I deployed that bunker for
Yeah.
us? Yeah. I love
that was
doing
so
that shit.
clutch. So yeah, level 10 I plan on doing though.
Mhm. So Arcane Abeyance, basically, he puts a spell inside of a bead and can give it to any of you. And you can cast that spell with his spellcasting abilities.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it can
so
be
I will
any
be
spell,
doing
even if
that.
it's got like a
Yeah.
long cast time. It's just instant.
I will have one constantly available throughout the whole campaign because that's obviously I can put a fireball in there for you guys. I can put a Liamon's tiny hut to make a bunker for you guys. Like, there's gonna be a lot of really
Once
cool
Ophelia.
things.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but I am gonna get a drink real quick though. Be right back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Like, do you need me
one
for a moment?
thing.
Are you good? Okay, just checking.
Oh.
And
One
then I'm
thing
gonna take a
that-
bio break real quick.
Absolutely.
So I'll be back.
Okay, back.
All right. I'll wait.
Yeah, goodness. Yeah, Sophia just wanted to just crush that pimple down in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
That Oina lost.
she knows she has to be quiet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is eating at her. She knows whose house she's in. Realistically, she wants to tear the foundation out from under this place. But also, she knows he has kids and a wife, and they didn't do anything. But also, she might not give a shit, considering what happened to her family.
She's mostly just after him.
Mm-hmm.
There's this glitch part over here. It keeps spazzing out.
Yeah. It's just the terrain textures kind of colliding weird.
My ADHD brain is like, this is different and it's moving and it's not it's not part of a pattern. It's just freaking out constantly. I love how you already know what part it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This
no.
little square here in the
yeah.
center.
I've been setting up this map and I've seen all those, yeah. Weird little spots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ophelia
Alright.
also wanted to go to the butcher's and then just get see if anybody has any throwaway trash kind of meat / big buckets of blood, and just
Big buckets of blood.
Mm,
and then just have it all over his like beautiful decorated lawn, and just right in it, in his in the
God
front
damn.
here, going here, piggy.
Hmm.
God damn.
Really,
Hell
really
yeah.
scare the hell out of him. That
Hey,
might
I mean,
that might make him book. Like he might leave if you do something like that. Especially if he learns that you were inside his house without him knowing.
I mean, she wants to, like, but
You
Yeah.
could literally say I'm in your walls in his tracks.
he's in the walls.
I'm in your foundation.
Oh Lord.
I can break your house's knees.
There's nothing.
Oh my
There's
God,
nothing
dang wall.
saying that after you guys finish here, you can't do that. Like,
Burn it to the ground.
I mean, I want to. I've been
Yeah.
thinking about
Yeah.
it for a while.
hold
I had
on
like a
to
year
it.
and a half to do it.
Yeah.
While we're walking away, she casually
Oh.
drops a match. Oh, oops.
Mm,
Oh, silly.
Oh
It's like
my.
Butterfinger me.
Butterfingers.
What's your alignment?
Neutral good.
I'm just checking. What?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, neutral good. So she don't really like everybody else is all like goody two shoes. She's kind of more on the not.
Neutral
I'm
good
a
is the
chaotic
goodest.
side.
Neutral good is the goodest good.
Yeah, I'm chaotic good.
Neutral good is
I
what
was gonna say-
Superman is.
I think
So
it's
I
more
might be
like
wilding out here and there. You guys are gonna have to fucking be like, alright, hold up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Batman
well,
would
I had it
qualify as
neutral
chaotic,
good for like
or well, at least
I had it neutral. I had it neutral good for like a while because I don't really care. But I just kind of feel like how like my character would be more or less kind of in this direct situation, you know? Because this is more of a I don't give a fuck about like anything. Like
Yeah, that's
You
why I was
have
really
to,
trying
like-
to ask earlier, because I was like, what is your
Well, yeah, I
character
was trying
perceiving
to-
through all this? Because, like, this is, like, really up, like, your character's not only backstory, but, like, you're also a raging barbarian. So it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, are you, when you learn this info, are you
Well, that's
literally
what-
just gonna charge in there?
like she would like to, but he or it or whatever, it's not top priority. But she does understand that it will get in the way eventually.
But when the time comes, I can
she
always
wants
just
to
snap
kinda,
my
like-
fingers and freeze you in time for a second to cool you down.
Yeah.
I imagine though, if she finds out where he is in the house, it might just be there. It might just be time.
I mean, yeah. First of all,
Yeah,
I'm
you guys
hired
don't-
help. I don't know you guys yet, so like that's why I'm really listening to Meteora, because it's like she hired me. So like I'm obviously under her employment. You guys are in the process of going to the direction and towards my goal where I'm trying to go, but like I haven't done the traveling with you guys where you have your bonds yet and all that stuff. So like yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't
Alright,
exactly
so-
have a leash on me, so
Mhm.
And I'm not putting one on you because, like I said, I don't really know you guys. I am just, as of right now, we're both just means to the. I'm able to help you guys because I'm obviously a powerful wizard, and having allies to where I'm trying to get to will also be very helpful.
Mhm.
But and obviously, I'm not saying I'm going to be standoffish and not try to make bonds. But like as of right now, I'm just you hired me. We've gone to one town together for like briefly, and then other than that, like I'm new. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I guess it would also be like Acer wouldn't know unless Acer is very not aware of his surroundings, which I doubt he is,
The whole
but like
perception thing.
but is he like aware of his surroundings in social situations?
That would be insight.
Yeah, no, I would not have. I do not have insight.
Okay,
everybody
so,
loves me.
So like, would
Wait,
he
no, I
say,
do have
like,
insight. I'm proficient in insight. My bad.
So you're
Oh, what
aware.
the fuck?
You're aware of her mental distress, how to verbally handle that
Yeah.
mental distress would lean more into charisma. But you
Yeah.
you are aware of the tension bubbling just under the surface with Sophia.
That's why I'm trying to be pretty quick about all this.
Yep. I
But one
imagine
thing
so.
I
Charisma
will
is
say
dumpster
before I
fire.
leave the bathroom, I look in the mirror,
Oh,
and
jeez.
for a moment, I thought I saw a face in the mirror, like not my face, but someone else's behind me.
That's not creepy at all.
And I look
Okay.
behind me, there's no one there, and I look back at the mirror, and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
A familiar face as well, not just like
Like a spooky ghost or
devil.
something.
yeah, a certain someone's face.
Mhm.
Whispering
So,
sweet nothings in your ear.
It freaks me out a little bit, but I compose myself.
Get your
Yep.
shit together.
And as you
Yeah.
look deeper into this mirror, you see that it is actually very finely crafted, and it is silver-backed.
Silver-backed.
Yep.
Silver, you
What?
say?
Yep.
Oh.
Silver,
I'd
you
say.
say? All right.
Go.
I'll keep that in. I'll keep that noted.
All right. So you
Oh,
head
yeah,
back
I
out
had-
into the main hall here.
Make sure no one's out of their room.
Yep.
I have a question for Kilm.
Yo.
So, Girder, when Kilm changes to his, like, I guess, like, Earth form, does that visibly change him at all? Colors
Absolutely.
or whatnot?
Yeah.
What does it
So he becomes like a little more buff, like because he's thicker now, like,
Oh.
and
Okay.
he's like more like earthen, so like green,
Ah.
like
Greenish
basically
tone?
yeah, and yeah, because he's not his like fiery. Basically, like he went from like that where it almost looked like he like cracked and like from the fire it forged earth. So basically, you know how like land forms, like with like when the volcanoes erupt and stuff like that.
Meteora still can't look at him, more so now that he's buffier.
Yeah.
He's just he was in the
Look at the
basement right
ceiling.
now, kind of like flexing a little bit because he's a wizard. He normally doesn't have muscles, but now that he's in this form, he's kind of buffed out a little bit. So he's like, yeah, what's up?
Meteora's been looking at the ceiling the whole time. Okay,
Is there
that's
something
wonderful
up
for
there?
you.
Like I don't see anything. Remember,
No, I'm just counting the
I am your hired
cracks on
help.
the
So if there's
wall.
something up there distressing you, please let me know. I can help out. Like,
The patterns
Your
on
muscles
his
distressing
skin
me.
also changed to reflect his new elemental orientation. So his Zoldar,
Cool.
which is what those are called, changed shape to match his new earthen form. And since you said green, I imagine his fiery blue quote-unquote hair turns into like green crystal instead.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, each element he transforms into, he will be looking different.
So like
Fire
That's
being the
really
base,
cool.
like that's
That's really
what I look
cool.
like most of the time. But like I've still got air and water, so when I transfer to
Ah.
those, I'll fill you in.
So like his
Got
hair
it.
in air would look like, like the side of a tornado, how it's kind of like wispy,
Mhm.
And then like water, it would literally just be a flow of water that just instead
Yeah.
of dropping or flowing anywhere, it just stays
Oh, that's
attached to his
just
head.
cool. That's just cool.
All right, everybody's
Yeah.
back.
All right. All right. So, guess the next location I'll check is this one.
Okay. So passive stealth, since there is nobody currently in that room, you kind of poke your nose in and you see nobody's there. This would be the contracting room. So this room is rather unassuming, but the lack of furniture in the otherwise well-decorated house is odd. What is your passive perception again?
16.
Okay. Make an active perception check.
Got it.
Is this like a teleporting room? Like what?
Oh.
If, like,
Okay. There is an
That is a
ex-
26.
There is an extremely faint gray circle stained into the floor.
Mm.
So it's not just like a circle with nothing in it, though. There is a very smudged looking drawn pattern also stained in. Make an Arcana check. I know your Arcana's low, but you can still try.
I believe.
All right, let's go. Okay,
Yes!
okay.
There you go.
Arcana,
Nice.
that is just 18.
The DC was 15.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
This is definitely the remains of a summoning circle linked to Makio. This room is likely used for summoning and hiring the Mozoku. This room is utterly silent on the inside, just like the bathroom. Or silent to the outside, I should say. You can look through the windows and you can see the birds and you can see their mouths opening, but you hear nothing. Even the sound that would come through the windows is completely blocked. The room also smells extremely strongly of concrete dust, though none is visible. Make a religion check.
Okay. Let's see how this is
Those
gonna go.
wires zapping in your little brain there.
Okay. Religion. Where's religion? Yep, just 16.
So, having been spending the night times kind of discussing with Sophelia and Meteora about what these creatures are that are in Sterling's employ, you have heard a little bit of what their world is like, and this concrete dust smell is the atmosphere of Makio, which is a gray, dusty cavern wasteland.
Mm.
So yeah, you're catching faint traces of their atmosphere.
It's stinky.
Alrighty.
All right.
I note that down and I head out again. And I check these last two doors.
Okay. I won't have you move your mini into them. However, they are both closets. So main hall closets. Sorry, second.
This is such good stealth music, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mhm.
It's from Thief, I believe. So this is second floor hall closet. So this is a small closet full of cleaning supplies. Smells of cleaning supplies, go figure. And the second closet is full of blankets and towels, and it smells like clean laundry.
Okay.
So this place is definitely
Alright.
lived in. There are people actively living here.
Alright. That's good to know. And now that I have all that information, I am not going to test my luck with the other two.
The occupied rooms.
Just yet, at least. Yeah. I'd rather, get all the information I can without getting much risk.
Mm-hmm. Fair. That's smart.
Before making my way back. So there's one more. Do you guys want me to check the first floor as well, or do you guys are fine with me just heading back to the basement and relaying what I've already explored from the top floor?
We still don't know where the vault is.
Yeah.
Its
Maybe it's that.
its location is probably somewhere in one of these rooms. Like, it's not located in one of these rooms, but I mean, like, something telling you where it is.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Was it the one?
I think it's in the fireplace room.
Yeah, it might have been like
Fireplace
the
room?
stone head one. It might have been like a lever or something that you
I
couldn't
mean, we can
get.
come up here as a group and try again.
Yes, you can.
I mean, we still got like a 21 for stealth
Yeah, if you
as
guys
a
move
group.
as a unit, your stealth is still really good. So as long as you don't physically like run into somebody in one of these rooms, you're
Mhm.
free to move about the house.
All right,
As
let's
long
do
as
it.
you
Yeah.
don't accidentally walk into somebody. So do you guys want to all come upstairs, or do you want
Yeah.
Acer to continue? Oh,
Yes.
all coming upstairs. Okay. Unique creatures. Okay, so Acer's there. Kiln.
Would Acer
Nora.
fill us in about the weird stitched jaw on that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I would like to investigate that.
All right. So you guys go into the lounge here, still unoccupied. It seems like this room would probably be occupied if it were like if Sterling was having a social call. So Kiln, you walk up to this boar head that Acer mentioned. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Alrighty.
It'll be a 22.
Nice.
So you slide your hands around the outside of this boar head, and just behind the where the neck attaches to the backboard, there is a slight indentation, and you pull the taxidermied skin out a little bit, and you feel a tiny lever with your middle finger, and you pull it, and the jaw opens, and sitting in the middle of this thing's mouth is a brass key.
Okay.
All right.
Add brass key to your inventory.
So we have not only the key. We have what was it again that we needed for the vault? We needed like several amount of keys, right?
So you were 3 keys were given to his lieutenants. You have all 3 of those. This is a 4th.
Okay. All right.
Do I sense any magic on it?
No.
Okay.
This key is non-magical. The brass is slightly tinged with verdigris. So whatever it is meant to open is likely near a water source.
Okay.
Hmm.
That would be with Acer's passive survival.
Okay. There is that big ass fucking fountain out front.
We could try.
But
Well,
that
we
would
needed
also be
this-
right in the open. So
Yeah.
this would be after whatever we're dealing with. But okay. Did you inspect that sword?
I didn't just not like deeply, but I did, I do know that there's silver on it.
Can I go up and investigate that sword?
Yes.
But we might need the silver.
Go ahead and with your same investigation check, because you rolled super good, you come up to this sword, and you see that other than being extremely well designed, and this is definitely a weapon that is meant for ceremonial purposes. The blade is not sharpened, but the blade itself is steel, so if it was sharpened, it could be used as a regular greatsword. The handle is silver, like just regular silver. Likely
could be
worth
a key.
quite a bit.
Hmm.
We're gonna need that to make the circle.
And also, next to one of the pieces holding it up, you see that there is, or one of the seams around the place is lighter than the others. It looks like one of them could be depressed like a button.
That's what I was wondering.
Oh.
Like I figured this wasn't really a weapon, but more like almost a key
A
or something.
device?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will look to the party and describe that and see what their opinions are if we should proceed forward. This will probably lead us somewhere.
Want to?
Is it
Yeah, I wanna
pressure
press it.
plated? Like the whole sword? Like if you were to like pick it up, would it be like those mechanisms in the tower that set off traps?
Not
Yeah,
so
that's a
much
good
pressure plated. It looks like one of the parts holding it up doubles as a button, for a mechanism.
So if we pulled it, it would set off the mechanism.
Mhm.
But what would the mechanism be?
Yeah, that we don't know.
Mhm. Well, the previous mechanism gave you a key.
True.
I wouldn't. I don't expect it to be like a door or anything.
I mean, if this room is for meeting, then it's a perfect place for him to like put a secret door and then show off his riches.
True. That is another. Like, it could teleport to like. It could teleport, or there could be like some sort of teleportation device.
I just don't want it to
Attached to it.
trigger like an alarm or
Yeah.
something. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, it could very much.
Because
be
I
an
really
alarm,
want to
it could very much
investigate it.
be
I just don't want it to send anything off.
Are we
Same.
able to figure out what the device does?
Let's see. At the rear or behind the sword, you can see that it
Excuse me.
looks like it might actually flip forward. So there might be a space behind it.
Hmm.
So if the sword is removed and the button is pressed, the mantle might flip forward, revealing something behind it.
Okay. So it is a door. What do you guys think? Should we try it?
I think it's worth a shot.
All right.
Well,
Okay. So you reach up and so you lift the sword up and you depress the little bracket that's holding it up, and the mantle flips forward. So you see a small leather-bound booklet sitting in this otherwise empty compartment. So,
Yeah, before I touch that,
can you guys check for trap?
yeah, well, yeah, that, and also I'll identify it.
you're going to cast
I don't think we
Identify?
have.
I think that is talking though. Fuck.
You could take it into the bathroom in the contracting room and cast it.
Yes,
Both of those
that's
are silence.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. Well, what
Yeah.
did you say, Leo? What were you gonna do?
I said check for traps.
Yes,
Okay.
that will be probably Acer.
That would be a separate
that-
investigation check.
Yeah,
Looking
no,
for traps is
that's not me.
investigation.
Oh, well then that's probably still. I have a +7 to investigation.
Okay.
All right, I will look for traps. Do I have anything?
Actually, no. I apologize. Spotting traps is perception.
Oh, then,
figuring
yeah,
out
do
how
I-
they work or disarming them is
Do I see a
or
trap?
figuring out how they work is investigation.
Well, then wouldn't that go into my 21 I already had?
Yes. So Acer, you approach the the mantle here. None of it is trapped.
We're good.
Dope. All right.
All right.
Well,
All right, time to go to the bathroom.
yes.
So you grab this booklet, and Kiln, you walk over to the master bathroom, and you begin incanting for 60 seconds. You cast Identify. The book is non-magical.
Oh. Okay, I will bring it back to the party and open it.
Okay. You flip through the book, and you find out that the vault is not in the town. It is not in the city. The vault is actually about 20 miles away from the city towards the Fulda River.
That's what
Oh.
the key is for.
Okay.
So we have the key. We have the three
We have the
other
key.
keys. So
And we have the location.
I honestly think we
Where-
can just get out of here then.
And then there's
Yeah,
also
let's get out.
Notes detailing the hiring of a puzzle master to
Oh.
build a protective mechanism into the vault entrance. So there is
Okay.
going
Is there
to
a
likely
name?
be some puzzle.
Is there a name until we can maybe find this master beforehand and get info?
It is a man by the name of Stagros, which hits the ears as a goblin name.
Mm.
Hmm. Which means he's most likely all the way in the woods. Like he's all probably in the Shoreswald, unless he
The book
made his own.
uh,
Okay.
also states that Sterling, after the puzzle was complete, Stagros was promised payment, and Sterling paid him all right by sending Anthraxis after him after he was done.
Oh,
So he's dead.
possibly.
And because he's a goblin, a pariah race, nobody really cares. There was no
right, well-
investigation. His body was dumped into some animal's territory and was never heard from again.
But not
Well,
confirmed
uh,
Why we
kill.
don't do business with fiends?
Mhm.
I mean, that's a given.
Well, this was done by. I mean, he was ordered by Sterling to do this.
Yep. Loose end tied up.
So who's the real fiend in this?
Both.
Both.
All of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
All right, yo.
But yeah, we got.
Okay, then we
Got
gotta get out of
everything?
here.
Well, then, can I put the book back and set everything back to how it was? Because I
Yeah,
would
good
understand
idea.
how it worked.
Yep.
So, can I have it all just go back to how it was so it doesn't look like we were here at all?
Except for the key. Yes.
Except for the key.
Could I make a copy of the map? Does it have like a map or a
I
note
can-
or anything?
I can make the copy.
It's not necessarily a
Oh.
map. However, it just states the location.
Yeah.
So on your guys' map, it would literally be 20 miles to the northeast, directly towards the Fulda River.
And I can memorize that as well, because
Alright.
I have good memorization for that.
And Sophelia, as you are in this room, and you smelled it really strongly when you were in the hallway, Sterling's cologne, the scent is really strong up here. He's close.
Mm-hmm.
He
Alright.
could be so close as to possibly even be in the next room.
I should very much like to just tear 'em apart, but
Involuntary images of that day flash through your memory.
I slowly reach out and I'm holding her hand. Sophie? Sweetie, we gotta go.
we're leaving.
There's always
Yes,
next
we're-
time. You know where he lives. You know where he sleeps. You know how we can come back in again.
We
Right
got what
now-
we came for.
I just kind of squeeze her a little tighter. Sweetie, if you really want to kill this man, I'm not going to stop you. But in order for you to be successful, we need to get rid of this fiend. And the first thing we could do that is to make sure that he has no money to pay these guys off to protect him. The lesser distraction you have, the more you can successfully end your mission.
You
For
go
now,
get
we
his
have to
head.
go.
It's not today.
Not today, but it will come.
Looks at her with her height
Fine.
of 6.6 and says, "Not today, Satan."
Pronounced Satine.
Satine. All right. So with your guys' collective stealth, you are able to just leave. Like, you do not have to. You can walk out the front door, like straight up.
All right, cool.
Pass without trace is still active, and it's a +10, baby.
Dude, Pass Without Trace is such a good spell.
Yeah.
Right when
It
I saw
is.
that, I was like, oh yeah, let's use that. Like,
I'm on my own with that. I got a 30, so
our Barbarian got a 30.
Mhm. Barbs are surprisingly good at stealth because what they like to
love
do
it.
They
is
are.
just get in a bush and like wait for the person that they want to jump to get close, and then they just jump out of the bush and smash them. That's why Barbarian is a really good multi-class with Rogue, honestly.
Mm.
All right. You guys leave Sterling's Manor and return to Cam's. So, we are going to change the music to Settlements Cam's.
I'm glad we got that.
Yep.
All
You
right.
managed to get a brass key, and you saw 3 of the of the Mozaku that are working for Sterling. So that's more information than you had when you came in. Might be too loud. There we go. All right. So, is the plan to head straight for the vault? Or is there things you guys want to do first?
Yeah, let's prepare first, just in case.
Yeah, me too. Could I go to the marketplace real quick if you guys don't mind?
Sure.
I mean, I'd be going with you then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dylan goes where you go.
I'll just. Yep. I'll
You know,
go with you.
I'm literally your hired guard, so unless you tell me specifically to stay, I will be following you.
And speaking of which,
Yeah.
don't forget to
See-
pay the man.
Of course I
I'd like to
will.
see if there was a butcher market anywhere.
Okay. So you guys re-enter the city, and yes, Ophelia, you do find a butcher, and for a single gold coin, they will sell you all the viscera and giblets.
Oh
you can
my
want.
god.
About any coagulated blood or anything.
Mm-hmm. Stuff that they were gonna throw away anyway. Yeah.
He just comes back with camp with buckets of blood.
They
We're just not even gonna question it.
they do insist on keeping the intestines, which you would know as being a tool used to make sausages. So that's normal.
That's fine.
But
Maybe
yep.
can I also get a pig's head?
Oh,
Certainly, though I will take an extra gold piece for that because those can get pretty tasty if you cook them right. Some customers really like those. And I'm sure you will as well, as he kind of looks at your pointed teeth.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh.
for me.
Well, that person that you are gifting must have discerning taste. Here you go, ma'am.
So all of that would be how much gold?
2.
Oh,
Pretty
where's my
cheap.
gold? Where's my gold amount? Oh, it's
Inventory.
right there. I had to scroll up. Holy shit! I have a lot of gold. Who gave me all this gold? Okay, got
Kim,
it.
what do you have in your inventory so far?
Don't mind me with my
My,
big bags of bleeding viscera and.
I mean, just like, what do you mean, like magic items, or like literally just stuff in my backpack? Like,
Just stuff in your bag right now.
I have,
Oh, and I will note as he's kind of looking at it, you guys all have access to each other's character sheets, so I'm trusting you
Yeah,
not
I
to
can't
alter
see
each
them.
other's. But if you double click on his when you go to the share drive, then you can,
Okay, let me see.
yeah,
if I
you can
where's
check
the
each other's
share drive?
inventory.
yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, let me look at it right now.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
wait, where's the share
I'll
drive?
I'll repost the link to the share drive right here.
Okay,
Yes, please.
Oh, excuse me, the hiccup.
thank you.
How many pounds would
Let's
that be?
say. Still had a lot of stuff.
So
Customers
a pig's
want.
head plus all the guts would probably be about 8 pounds of meat and blood.
Okay.
Nothing that you can't carry. Your carry weight is like 280 pounds or some shit.
Let's go.
270.
Yeah. Meteora's is in the 400s, but that's because she's a quadruped.
And then I need to find like some sort of. Can you find some
Needs
sort
like
of
a little
place to
cart
put all
or
my
something.
stuff? Yeah,
A little
cart.
wagon carry
I
behind
think
you.
we need. Yeah, we should invest in a car.
Either that, or you guys need to find a place where you can call like a permanent place of a base of operations.
I mean, I
Yeah.
have my camel. I can.
I mean, technically, I have a permanent base of operations, but it's all the way in the Shoreswald.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Kim, can you use a quarterstaff?
Oh,
I mean,
do you
He,
think
he
you
is
can coordinate
currently
my
carrying one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he has a staff of defense, which is a magic quarterstaff.
Okay, then
Oh,
he's
that-
fine with that.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's very good.
How about I give you a lightning grenade? Let's see.
Say no to a lightning grenade if it'll help protect
Okay.
Grenade
Let's
out.
see. Here's one cooked fish.
Uncooked fish.
Yeah, cooked fish counts as a day's ration.
Mm.
Also, I
Fish.
need to give you back your sending stone, Meteora.
Yes, thank you, please.
Thank you for letting me borrow it.
No
So-
problem.
The grenade is, as an action, you can throw it at a point up to 60 feet away where it explodes, and every creature in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on that point has to make a DC 12 dex save, taking 3d6 lightning damage on a fail, or half as much on a success.
Had an ab jump scare. I turned around and like my finger hit the scroll button and I like zoomed in on Sophelia's abs.
Oh my god, you could grind meat on those! Ah!
Yeah, would you be able to use a bag of this is called caltropes?
Yeah, caltrops. So, caltrops
Caltrop.
are, you know those things that, like those pointed
B4s.
things that ninjas will throw on the ground behind them?
Difficult terrain.
It creates,
T4s.
yeah.
Pointy
Okay,
spikes.
and I'll give you some of payment. I'll give you a Chrysabil. It's about 100 gold
Oh, Chrysoberyl.
and-
That's a gemstone,
a
yeah.
Chrysabil. And then I'll give you a Spinel. That's another 100.
Yep. That is
So-
a caltrop.
So both of those are worth 100.
Yes.
Yep.
Both of those gemstones
Oh,
are worth
Jesus.
100 each.
All right. Well, while we're out shopping, can I just say I sell them?
Ow.
Yep. So the value you will get for them is you know what? Yeah, you'll get straight value for gemstones.
Dope.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So those
Just
are those are
add-
just
add
1-to-1
me.
conversion.
All right.
Wouldn't
I
mind someone
went
handing me a
from
gemstone.
I went from 10 gold to 200 gold.
Yeah. So
Money.
Unloaded.
in Valbara, I don't break down my currency like the Forgotten Realms does. Everything is in gold.
Okay.
So it's more like a video game where you have a single currency.
Mhm.
Well, I will.
Yeah.
I will turn to Meteora and say thank you for the payment.
Can I just get
promise.
a mod?
I promise to do a good job. I always keep my word on that.
Well, you're already doing a good job. But once you say that again, she's just staring at the sky the while she's still talking
And I'm
to
like,
him.
is there something up there? Like,
What is that damn
yes, there's-
bird?
Yeah, there's something so interesting up there. Quick question. If I sell a pearl and an amethyst, how much silver powder would I be able to get that?
So for Magic Circle, the value that Magic Circle asks for is 100 gold pieces. So you could get 2 pouches of the powdered silver, and then you have salt, I believe. So you could get 2 pouches of the powdered silver for 2 gemstones that are worth 100 gold. And that would be 2 uses of Magic Circle because the spell consumes the silver powder.
Okay, so how much
So-
silver powder would that be? Or how much weight?
That'd be 1 pound each.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And the value
Also,
of that
look at my-
silver powder is 100 gold pieces.
Got it.
Also, I'm looking at my inventory right now. Why is Zana's journal 5 pounds? How big is this book?
Books in D&D just weigh 5 pounds across the board.
Okay, got it.
It probably made
Okay, I need to sell this thing immediately.
Oh yeah, I also have a.
Remember when we went to the casino?
Yeah.
Which
That loose fitting costume. Meteor was like, I'm selling this. I'm not keeping this on me.
understandable.
get
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
How much would I get that in return?
They would be worth a gold piece.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, maybe I should start using the smaller currencies because the game's kind of been doing that. So, yeah, we'll have you guys retain your gold, but you'll get 5 silver from that. It's easier to track it with a
Okay.
digital sheet, so we should probably do that. So yeah, you'll get 5 silver for it.
Okay, I take the 5 silver and I give it to Kill. There you go.
Even more money.
More money.
Spoil- It's spoiling me.
No, I just don't want to know the fact that I don't want to keep the money from the outfit that I sold from that specific outfit.
Ah.
My dead mother would kill me if she ever found out.
Oh. I'll lean in a little
It's
closer.
just-
Be like, was it one of those?
No, I'm not gonna describe this outfit.
4-legged harem pants.
No.
Interesting.
Okay, let's see.
I'm saying that while slightly writing it in my notebook. Interesting.
Why are you writing?
No. But
Let's
thank you for
see,
the payment.
No problem. I'm gonna have to try. Do you have enough rations? Cause then again, we have a good hunter in our group, so I think he can.
I'll be fine
yeah.
for that. And plus, you've given me enough to where I can just buy food too. So
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I gotta make
you've
sure
done
so.
you've done
You don't
enough.
want
Thank
any
you.
entrails?
And lastly, I think
Bags soaked with blood.
hell.
And I also want to know, like, remember, I'm high, so if you need anything, do let me know. Like, if it is within my power, I will help as much as I can.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And again, as she said that, she's looking at the ground. She's
So,
looking at his feet. Not
Man, I really
looking
gotta
at
get your vision. You have really good vision. Like,
Kiln, by the
him.
way, interesting thing about your shift in form, you actually have to drink more water now
oh,
because you are no longer resistant to fire, which means the extreme heat of the desert affects you.
Ace
I-
has more water
yeah.
back, I think. He has extra.
So-
Camp. Back at the camp.
man, I'm really, kind of started like, like you're digging. Man, I'm really thirsty all of a sudden.
Mhm. You have to drink 2 gallons of water per day in this heat.
Holy shit!
That's fucking
Jeez.
chug.
Oh, thirsty boy.
Well, thankfully
Yeah,
we're not in
little
the
bastard.
desert right now. We're
And
just right outside it.
a water skin
Oh, you're in
contains
a
half a
town.
gallon.
Well, fuck.
I'm okay though.
If you are resistant
I
to
have
fire,
4
you need only 1 gallon of water.
I have I have 4 water skins.
Luckily,
Yeah, that's killed.
so you don't need to give them out yet because in the city you have ready access to water. There's pumps,
Okay.
and this is a resort town.
Got it.
But if you
So I
guys
can
were
just-
out in the
okay.
wild, that's when survival necessities come into play.
So just fill them up and have them on hand. But for now, we're fine.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be important if you guys are going into anywhere volcanic or anywhere dry or anywhere where you can't trust the water.
I can always purify the water, so there's that at least.
Yeah, if you can
Yeah.
find
Yeah,
water,
there you
even if
go.
you can't trust it, you can purify it with purify food.
I can
and
make
drink.
water too.
Yep.
I can
Create
make water and I
yeah.
can purify it.
create or destroy water works as well. Yep.
Yeah, well, like my character right now is adept to all this weather, She will not be like when it's like ice and cold and all
Yeah.
that.
If you guys go out into the ice feld, Sophia is gonna be just as vulnerable as the rest of you.
Mm.
I have the ring of warming. Does that help?
The ring of warmth does help.
Ooh.
That's yours.
Okay.
That's what that one guy gave you.
Yeah, it makes you
Yep.
comfortable at temperatures of 0 degrees or lower.
Mm-hmm. I
Nice.
think that's the same one Casimir had.
Yes. Casimir had a ring of warmth from the start.
Yep.
Which was
Alright.
specifically because he would go up Solenka Pass every now and then.
So if we were in like a snowy area and I was in my fire form, will I be producing heat?
No,
Damn.
you would only be resistant to the heat. Which,
I don't know if you were.
so if you were in your water form, maybe if it gives you cold resistance.
Well, I mean, like, cause I have flames. Like, I'm wondering if they're around me, they'll not be as cold.
No, your heat is entirely self-contained.
Okay.
It's magical fire from your elemental power. It's not like an open flame.
Kind of like how
And what
radiant
about
fire isn't
produce
really fire.
flame?
Produce flame will work. Yes, that would be
Okay.
that would be like carrying a small torch in your hand, but it doesn't burn you, but it does produce normal heat. So,
Okay, because that's a cantrip, so I can do that at least.
but produce flame can be extinguished by a strong enough wind. So if you guys get
Fair
hit
enough.
by like a winter blast, your produce flame will just go out. So you have
Or
to
the
cast
tiny
it.
hut thing could come in handy.
Tiny
Yeah.
hut will help protect you when you guys are camping out in the wilderness for sure.
Yes.
All right.
Mm.
Is there anything else you guys needed at market?
I guess there's one thing I can look for. I guess I could try and find if there's a place that sells ascending stone.
Oh yeah, setting stone.
So the thing about sending
Uh.
stones is they can't just be like linked to another one. They come in pairs. They are created as a pair for magic items. So the sending stone that Binnick has is specifically linked to the sending stone you have.
Okay, so the
So you would need to find another set.
all right. Got it then. I'll have to make
Well, how do people
Hmm.
make them?
um
I'll just
artificers
figure out how to
can make them
make 'em.
pretty easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
artificers or very experienced wizards who specifically go into the fields of studying the production of magic items. Kiln is in the right field, but not the right specialty, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It'd be like asking a dentist to do brain surgery. It's just not something
Smile.
they do.
It's like trying to ask a physicist to do your medical checkup.
Exactly. All right. I'm a physicist, not a physician. Get your eyes checked. All right. So, you guys are going to head out towards the vault. And you
Oh,
will.
not yet. I was gonna.
Oh, sorry.
What time were we gonna go out there too? By the way.
So it will take most of the day to get there. It'll be evening by the time you arrive because it's still fairly early right now. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
You guys just want to take a small like a long rest and
Yeah, why not?
Long rest is
Refill Andy.
8 hours.
Yep.
Okay. So you can fall back to camp.
And then go at nighttime.
Sophia, are you good with that?
That's fine.
Okay. You sure you didn't want to hit Sterling's house and dump a bunch
I
of
know,
shit?
I'm just looking down like
Yeah.
so.
Well, that's what I
fucking
was-
Bloods.
well, that's what I was, like,
Yeah.
Gonna
No.
do.
Yeah. Speak up.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. Like, before we leave.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
do it.
Make it?
Speak up, lady.
Hey, you look kind of weird with that bucket of blood, but I'm not gonna judge.
You'll see.
So
I'm
you
an
see,
artiste.
yeah, she just sets off back towards Sterling's Manor.
Oh dear.
Should we follow her?
Oh no, I think this is like a girl business.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm like, okay, and then I just
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
my
girl
God.
business.
Just
Girl
girly
business.
things.
Some girly monthly things.
pull out the book. Girly things. Okay, let's.
1 hour warning, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Sophelia, you arrive. What do you do?
All right. Well, I make sure like Humpty Dumpty is still up there. And then I will look at this beautiful fountain and this beautiful garden. Well, first I'll put the lovely little like I'll get like a spike and like slam it into the ground near this water fountain here, right in the front.
Do you
And then
have-
I'll put the
do you
pig
have a
head.
spike?
Huh?
Do you have a spike?
You can make a
I can
stick.
make one. I can get like a stick and then
Okay. I mean, you get like a
Just break it.
thick enough stick.
I mean, there's trees all around. You can just break off a branch.
Mhm.
yeah,
So yeah,
rip off the branches of it and then
you put this pig head and just kind of like impale it on this stick.
yeah, right in the like the front parts to where you open the door, you'll just see like like the headless pig. And then start just throwing like the entrails and blood all over the place. And
Girl
kind
business.
of right.
So as you
Kind
do
of-
that, you hear the sound of wings,
Hi Humpty.
and this extremely large Malzaku lands in front of you. And he says, "What are you doing?" In your head, he says this. It's telepathic.
You're a gardener. You work at night.
Get off
I'm
this
just
property
fertilizing-
now.
Okay, well I have a message for the owner.
He stands there waiting.
Let him know that his end will come, and it will be soon. And she just kind of just dumps the blood and everything, and like right where she's standing, right in front of him, and then just kind of walks off.
Walks.
Fly off.
Try to.
Yeah, roll initiative. You just threatened his boss.
Ah, you're on your own.
No,
And there's no.
so you guys are over by the entrance. But yeah, she's like up there with him by herself.
We are by the entrance. I thought that like she went to
Yeah, I thought
town
we
and
went
got
to
all this
camp.
stuff, and then we were at camp, and then she came back here by herself.
Oh, I thought you guys were all
Yes.
together in town yet.
You're in
Sorry.
camp.
Well, because we went from town back to camp, and then we were like, all right, what are we doing? Okay, we're in a long rest, but she was gonna go and do that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
so
gonna
we're-
like decorate his yard.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you might want to bail, Sophelia. So instead,
Yeah.
we are going to enter a chase.
Chase.
It was a good thing you can fly.
And I
Yeah.
have the 1 pounce thingy too.
If you rage.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's
Oh,
lose
boy.
him instead of lead him back to us.
roll initiative.
I'll
Do
fly
we want
into
to
the
bring him
desert.
back to us? Because then they'll.
No,
I
I'll go
don't
in the
know.
desert.
Oh, this is gonna be because if he come back to us, we'd have to take care of him. Because if he literally got back, then he can just instantly tell Sterling what we did and
So-
we were there.
You see now that you're close
I mean,
that
it's
his
just
axe
me.
is pure silver. Like, not the metal, but the color, and that it is made of the hardened version of that liquid you saw in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll initiative.
Well, Soph.
You can outrun it.
Well, I was making sure Humpty Dumpty was gonna stay, but I guess Humpty was bored enough.
I mean, you threatened his boss, and he's gonna have to come after you, girl.
He did say you could go, and then he threatened his boss.
Mm-hmm. What else you want her to say?
Say that this is a gift that
It
you
was
hope
a
that
gift,
he
that's
likes
what she
bacon.
said.
Like I said, you were the gardener. You were told to do this.
Yeah. I'm fertilizing.
Yeah, where's the deception roll, AJ?
Okay, so the...
Yeah,
That's
he would have let that happen if she'd hadn't immediately threatened Sterling. And also she could make an intimidation check if he didn't feel completely at ease here with all his companions.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Okay, Sophelia, what's your initiative?
So
Waiting
that's
on you.
the proficiency bonus, initiative bonus,
Your initiative bonus is on your character sheet already.
+1, and then... Okay.
You have
Then I don't
advantage on
have to-
initiative as a barbarian, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have an initiative, don't I? Or, hey. Not initiative. So my first one was better.
Okay, so take the first
Did
one.
12, I think, right? Because you said...
You have advantage, and then your initiative bonus is on the sheet. You don't add proficiency to initiative.
I know.
Okay.
It's just one.
It's just your
That's
dex
what it
bonus.
says.
Okay. So you got a 12?
Yes.
He's moving before you.
Okay.
He has a 14. So, Monel will move first.
Morning.
Monel.
But Dad, got a
All right.
fancy name.
What a dumb name.
So all of Anthraxis's Mozaku are named for different diseases. So anthrax, Monel is named for mono, the kissing disease.
Mm.
Don't kiss me.
Oh god, I was gonna try to kiss you.
So
Oh god.
I had the rules. Yeah, right. So you have +4 for every 5 feet of movement speed you have over 30. So you have 40 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he has 60-foot fly speed.
Okay.
He is very fast for how big he is. So you are going to make a pursuit roll. So you're going to roll a d20. It is going to be strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics to attempt to escape.
Oh, my thing's messing up. Probably strength. So that's my athletic strength. Yeah.
Okay, so roll a athletics check. You have a +8
Whoa, that
on
thing
top of your regular
flew.
bonus.
That thing really flew. Okay, +8. And then that is 9, so that's 17.
17. Okay, he has a +20
What?
On strengths?
on
A
his
+20?
check. He has a +4 for every 5 feet of movement he has over 30 in a pursuit. He has a 60-foot fly speed. He got a 22. Sophelia, he is going to close the gap with you. You have one more gap. If you lose to him again, he catches you, and then you have to fight.
Yeah, but he'd have to roll real good. I mean, I'd have to roll real good and
He'd have to roll real
Wait,
shit.
so is this one two as well? Just one, because it's not initiative. Just one?
So,
Oh.
actually, so
Why
yeah,
is he
since there's only the two of you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Huh.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna think of how I want to resolve this. After you cross the property line, he does have a post that he has to stay at, so he can't afford to keep chasing you through town. And also, Mozuku flying through town is probably not a great look for a resort town. So, instead, we are just going to roll straight athletics between the two of you. If you beat him, you escape beyond the property line before he catches you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So his athletics check right now is a...
Oh, whoops. My thing got weird.
He got a 12.
I got a 12
I
on
think
the
you just-
die. And then plus 8. Oh.
So yeah, you
Okay.
guys who followed Sophelia, if any of you did, see her shoot off of Sterling's property with Monel stopping right at the property line. He says, "Next time you come back, I'm gonna mount your head like you did this pig head."
Didn't know it was his relative.
And he goes back to his post.
Nicely done.
All right,
I'm hungry.
you guys head back to camp.
I mean, I was at camp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
everybody.
You
Like,
see
it was just
Sophia.
her.
Yeah, Sophelia, and since Acer said nicely done, I imagine he was close.
No,
Mhm.
I was saying that out of character. Like,
Oh, okay. So you guys arrive back at camp, and Sophelia's just all sweaty and thirsty and covered in. Well, her hands are covered in blood.
What the hell happened to you?
Humpty Dumpty got a little angry.
I look
You
at
went
Sophie
back?
and like, Sophie, did your monthly start or what happened?
Oh,
I think you'd know if I was on my monthly or not.
Yeah, that's true. Did you go back to the Starling's house?
Well, yeah, I had a gift.
Oh, Sophie.
I mean, it's whatever.
Let's
We
just
need
hope he
to-
doesn't leave any surprises for us inside the vault.
yeah, we need to get moving then.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
probably raised the alert by now.
Yeah, we need to stay ahead of this.
All right. You guys hop up, take the last swigs of water, and you head off towards the vault. So, interesting thing about the event that created the Dunan Wait is unlike most deserts, there is actually a defined line where the climate suddenly shifts.
Oh.
So, as you leave Cams, which sits on the line of the Dunan Wait, the temperature falls back to a more summery, temperate feel, and the plants go from being scrubby desert grasses and like cacti to just regular trees and grass.
I like this much better.
And you guys begin traveling towards the vault. Yeah, that's true. Could have been a nice distraction too. All right. So you arrive at. Okay, so you guys are taking a long rest first, though.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So actually, let me switch the music back.
Excuse me.
So with a long rest, you are going to get all your spell slots back, any spent resources, and you guys can also swap your prepared spells. So Kiln and Meteora can swap what spells they have prepared.
Okay, let's see. Should I? Do you think I need silence anymore, guys?
That'd probably be good to have for where we're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in case. Okay, I'm gonna swap out. It's me.
I'm good.
I'll stay as Earth, just in case we need to pass without a trace again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm still flexing in the water.
Hotel.
You're just very pebbly.
I'll take out the blindness and deafness out and replace it with silence.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Oh wait, hang on. I think blindness, deafness is a domain spell, right? Is it orange on your character sheet?
It's orange.
You can't change those.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Those are always prepared. Those
Okay.
are part of your domain.
Okay, then which one can I take out then?
Any of the
Level
ones that are
2.
white.
Oh, okay, Cure Wound. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take out Cure Wound and I'm gonna replace it with Silence.
Okay, so goodbye, Cure. And we are going to grab silence. Level 2 illusion.
I like this song, it's pretty.
Mm,
Yeah.
This one is also a fairy tale track.
Oh. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, like, I sound so, like, nasally right now. It's gross.
Oh, you're good.
I literally don't notice until you mention it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are paying more attention to it than any of us are.
I know, because I sound so nasally. That's the problem.
Hey, look
I
at that.
literally
Look at
cannot
this
breathe
rocky
right now.
puppet flexing.
Yeah.
Dude is slim thick right now. All right. So, you guys all good with your long rest and everything? Got all your stuff back together? Okay.
Yes.
So, we're going to hit the overworld track. All right. So, you guys begin traveling 20 miles towards the vault. So, Kiln and Acer could ride the camel while Sophelia flies. And that way, you guys can all keep up at a good pace. Because that 30 miles a day is horseback specifically. If you are traveling purely on foot, it's going to be twice.
Right when we're about to leave the camp, I do Phantom Steed.
Phantom Steed. Ah, okay. So,
Oh.
just Acer can ride the camel and keep up.
All right.
All right. And,
I can just walk, right?
yes, you can walk. Your
I'll just be
movement
right
speed
back.
is greater than 30, and then Sophelia's flight speed is good enough to keep her going at a good pace. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys set, or get the board set. But we are going to do a short Theater of the Mind segment first. Possibly short. We'll see.
I will also summon my owl again, too.
Do you have the material?
Ooh, good point.
I can also see a mile away.
I need charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Does it have a
10
gold value?
It just says 10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Then you have to have the actual material. If you want to drop 10 gold,
Let's
you
see.
can
I think I can
have
help
bought
you
the
with that,
materials.
actually.
As I said, we were in town. Yeah, that works. I'll just say I dropped the 10 gold for it. I'll say I dropped 20 gold, so I could have another.
Hold on, I
I'm
think
out
I
of it.
might. Let me find that one.
Because that'll also help with protecting, so I view that as a worthy investment.
because I have a herbalist kit, and I think I have the artist kit some point. So would that help?
It wouldn't be 10 GP worth of charcoal.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Spells and their
I tried.
specific materials. All right.
Can we get any from the campfire?
So, I'm sorry?
Can we
Oh,
get any charcoal from the campfire?
Yeah, there is that.
you can get some, but it's not going to be 10 gold worth.
Uh,
That's
At
a
least
lot of
just have it
charcoal.
with you.
Yeah. Okay. So you do drop the 10 gold in town, and you can get the material.
Okay.
And I am going to go ahead and
So yeah,
swap
I've got a
sword.
phantom steed and an owl, so I'm just summoning all these things. And while we're traveling, I'll tell the owl to scout ahead
Mhm.
when we're going, so he can
Hmm.
what's ahead of us.
I can also see like a mile ahead of me too.
Yep.
A
Oh, yeah,
mile?
she has good-
Yeah.
she has
Yeah.
really good eyesight.
Totem of the eagle.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, you got it. I guess I'll tell him to watch behind us then.
Mhm. And that
Just
mile
that
of
way.
vision is perfect vision, by the way.
Oh my god.
It's insane.
That is insane. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
That's just one of the
shit.
totems.
Wow.
You guys come to a bluff
Awesome.
overlooking the Fulda River. So the Fulda River is known for being kind of a muddier river with a high population of crocodiles.
Oh boy.
Oh, remember that crocodile, Sophie?
I wonder if it's
Mhm.
hostile.
Might be.
Probably.
So this is a very warm, slow river with a high population of giant crocodiles. So a giant crocodile is a different beast entirely than a regular one.
It's a
Why
mom.
gave that away?
So
Oh god, mama.
they
No,
are
fucking mom.
challenge rating 5 huge beasts.
Jesus.
Don't fall in the water. The owl flies down the side of the bluff and sees a small gap hidden away beneath a rocky outcrop. This gap is large enough for all of you to enter, but you will have to descend the side of the bluff. Luckily, one of you has a set of wings.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have wings and a rope. We can just tie a rope and then
I have a
descend.
ring of feather falling, so I should be okay.
That's perfect. So yeah,
And I have 50 feet of rope.
yeah, you and me both have
Uh,
ropes, so we can make a yeah.
I can
Are
also
they-
probably carry
Can
somebody.
they ride on my horseback and fall with me at the same time? Is that possible?
No, because the magical effect isn't on them per se. So I limit magic as much as I can to make it say exactly what it does, and the ring says that you fall at 60 feet a second. So this entrance
Got
is
it.
a solid 50 feet down, so you're gonna fall kind of slowly, and Sophelia, as long as she's nearby, can just kind of push you into the bluff. The
She
rest of
probably
them,
also
though,
carries someone too.
yeah, Sophelia can carry the other two. She just moves at half speed. So the
Got
only
it.
one Sophelia straight up can't carry. Well, actually, technically, it's size category, not weight. So Sophelia can carry Meteora half speed, but like it physically doesn't make sense because Meteora weighs a lot more than an average medium.
I'll just
character.
wrap my arms around and be like,
Yeah.
all right, descend.
Descend! All right. So you guys arrive at this vault entrance. You pass about 500 feet through the cave into the bluff, and you come to a so not 500 feet down. You are walking into the bluff, into this cavern, 500 feet in. So obviously you're going to need light. So Meteora, light is on your
Yep.
hammer. You come to a circular vault door. To the right, a wooden cabinet sits. A massive iron vault door is set into the far wall, with the word 12 etched into its surface, but in an odd arrangement. So it looks like this. I'm dropping it in the chat.
Isn't it that puzzle maker made?
Yep, probably.
It is T:W, E:L, and V:E. And to the left, 3 clocks hang on the wall, each with its hands pointing downward. The clocks are complete with chimes, but none of them are actively running. The cave itself is clean of signs of animal life and carries a slight echo. What would you like to do?
So,
Why don't we investigate first, just
Yeah.
to see that there's not a trap?
I'll just investigate in general.
Okay. So,
If I can maybe pick up, pull out a piece of pen and paper, write down 12, try to decipher it.
okay, so what would you like to check out first? There is a wooden cabinet, the vault door itself, and the clocks.
I'll leave people to that stuff. I want to focus on 12. I'm going to try to decipher that.
Okay. So, okay. Make just a regular intelligence check.
I can't.
Oh, shit. Sorry. There we go.
Okay, what checked?
Just regular intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay. Nice. That'll be a 23.
You are missing a critical piece of information. You know that. You know that for sure. This is not necessarily a code that you could just decipher. There's another piece to this bit of information you've been given that you don't have.
That we just don't have it.
It is somewhere nearby. It has to be. It's part of a puzzle, not necessarily.
I'm assuming okay, so whatever you guys discover might. So I'll, be figuring that out, and they're like, there might be something nearby while you guys are checking to help me solve we're missing one piece, so let me know if you guys find anything.
Okay. So there is a wooden cabinet, the iron vault door itself, and 3 clocks hanging on the wall to the left.
What times do the clock are pointing at?
The clocks, both of their hands on all 3 of the clocks are pointing directly down.
So 6? 6:30?
Yep,
Does it
all
say
of them are, the minute and
6:30?
hour are both pointing at 6. So yeah, 6, they're all pointing at 6:30 right now.
Uh-huh.
But that is not the current time, looking at the sun.
Uh-huh. But there's number
What about
12.
the cabinet?
Okay, so you walk over to the cabinet and you try to open it. It is locked.
Can I tap on it and hear if it's really hollow, or if it's got something large inside it?
When you tap on it, you hear something metal rattling around in there, small and metal, hitting the inside of this wood cabinet.
Maybe another key.
Well, you guys did find a key somewhere else.
I have a key.
You got the key?
the copper key.
Brass key you found in the manor?
Open it.
Am I being told
Yeah.
this? I'm not there. I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
because of the silence.
Mhm.
Okay. Like,
Yep, I'll put it.
I will make
All
my
right.
way over there.
You insert the key, and with a click, the cabinet opens.
What's inside?
Inside are 2 items: a single-ended clock key and a scroll.
Hmm.
When you unfurl the scroll, this is what you see.
Hmm.
Oh.
So 11.
Let's move all the clock hands
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
locations of
So the
12.
one-
I would think the. So yeah, big hand or no, little hand W or no, little hand T, big hand W.
So that would set the. So there are 3 clocks. There's one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. Which one are you setting to 11
So we'll
o'clock?
do 11 o'clock will be the left one.
Okay,
Yep.
11 o'clock to the
And
left.
then the center one will be 5.
EW.
5.
And then the far right one will
That would
be
be 5. 5:40.
7. 7.
550.
25 for the left one, and then the center one was 550.
11 o'clock left, center 550, right 725. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
You hear, and the vault door, the wheel on the vault door spins to the left, and the vault door creaks open.
Prepare yourself.
Pepper your Angus.
A solid metal double door lies beyond the main vault door. In it are 3 keyholes.
All right, everyone, grab one.
Mm-hmm.
The keys from the
Up
lieutenants.
again. Before we stick it in, do you guys sense any traps?
Do I see any?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Mm,
Do we sense any traps? Sorry. So go ahead and roll an investigation, perception check, Acer, to determine if there are any traps nearby.
Hold on. That's 18 plus 6.
So, inscribed on the door is the word bargaining, but you do not see any traps nearby.
Marketing.
Like a bargaining chip?
Just the word bargaining is inscribed on the doors.
Hmm. Odd.
And as you go to try to put the keys in, they do not enter the locks. There is a magical barrier preventing them from entering.
Can I use Dispel Magic?
Let me check something.
Well, first, can I can use Detect Magic.
You can cast Dispel Magic to remove the barriers. Verbal Somatic. Yes, that'd be a spell slot to do so. You'll have to do it for each lock, though.
Oh.
They are each
That's not
their
cool.
own instances of this magic.
And that would literally take all my 3rd level spell slots, so.
Yes.
There's
Alright,
gotta be
so
a
let's
different
not.
way.
And there has to be other ways to figure it out. Bargaining.
I mean,
But
yeah, we can use Detect
we
Magic.
can want
yeah.
something.
Yeah. Want me to use that?
I mean, I've got it too, so it's up to you.
Okay. So, Acer, do you wish to cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
Okay. So detect magic sees you can sense such effects. You can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the air that bears the magic. And if it was created by a spell, which it was, you learn the School of Magic. And that School of Magic is Abjuration. Kiln, make me an Arcana check.
Wow.
This is a skill check. You don't auto-fail. And the DC is relatively low.
That doesn't matter, dude. We're not that high of level where if something crazy.
Ah.
I mean, it's an 8.
Yeah. Well, this is a really low-level spell, though. And it is on your spell list, so actually you have advantage.
Well, that changes things.
You do actually. It is actually on your spell list, so yeah, you straight up have advantage.
How much better? Jesus
Much
fuck.
better.
In my 3 Arcana checks I've done in this campaign on a character that's built around it, 2 of the rolls have been shit.
That's okay. I didn't do well with my one thing either.
I mean, that's a 12.
That is enough. DC is 12. The spell cast on these is Arcane Lock,
Okay.
but it is keyed to a certain phrase.
And what's the word again?
A keyword or a key phrase specifically.
We have to think about the
Bargain.
word bargain. How
Wait,
much
see-
then?
How
Is there
about-
anything, like, is it just spelled out normally, or is there, like, spaces in between certain syllables, or is it anything, like, any sort of giveaways from, or is it just bargain?
How about we just say
straight
the
up?
word bargaining?
Yeah, it's just the word bargaining inscribed in relatively like flowing script into the door metal. No, nothing really stands out about it.
Can I take out a gold coin?
Hang on. Actually, there is something unusual about it because the letters that have a rounded surface have small bat-like wings coming off of them.
Bat like wait.
What about what if we say the soul coin?
Could this be written out in a different language? Like, if I could comprehend languages, show something different?
Possibly. Or maybe the key phrase is itself a different language.
So you have to speak the language of the fiend and just say the word bargaining, perhaps?
Could I, yeah, would I know what the word for that is?
What languages do you know?
Common, Deep Speech, Draconic, and Primordial.
You do not know the word for bargaining in
What?
Machio or Infernal.
I know Infernal.
You approach the door and say bargaining in Infernal?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Rude.
Well,
Why
I
do
did
I-
all I can do.
What about try in Draconic? I'll try in Draconic. You know it.
You walk up to the door and say bargaining in Draconic. The arcane lock barriers disappear.
Whoa.
That's not a good thing, guys.
You insert the keys, and with a click, the doors open.
We might fucking run into something like a dragon in here, guarding a horde.
I mean, we already ran into a
It's always
dragon
pop-
before.
Well, it wouldn't be a dragon per se, because most dragons are all but killed here, -2.
Mm-hmm. Farron made sure.
If anything,
of that.
it's
I was about
prob-
to say, but Farron could also
if
leave
anything
something
though,
here
it's
to watch
probably
over it.
dragonlings though, like lesser, lesser
Or you
dragons,
could
like
be just saying
what's
that this treasure belongs to him.
So the outer doors open to reveal a small room flanked by exquisitely sculpted facsimiles of Sterling's face. So
Oh.
every single one of these quote-unquote skulls are actually in character Sterling's face in stone.
So you can start punching it and getting some stress out.
Yeah, sweetie, do you wanna break it?
I got your
I
eyes
wouldn't.
out.
Hold on, I wouldn't break it right now.
So okay.
You're so tiny.
So yeah. There's a set of double doors on the opposite end of the room.
Are they unlocked?
Can I inspect these skulls?
Yeah, let's inspect
We're
the
not just
skull.
touching that door when
Yeah.
there's skulls in this entire room that could.
So you walk
That's
up.
what-
Skulls, but you know their parents. They're not.
You walk up to one of Sterling's faces, Kiln. With Meteora
Detect
nearby
magic
to
to,
cast light.
like-
Detect magic is still active, by the way, on
Okay.
Acer.
Just making sure, yeah. So
Okay.
inspecting these, this is a trap.
Acer, you look at these Sterling faces, and yeah, they are emanating magic.
What kind of magic?
That would be evocation. And Kiln, roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
What does evocation means again, guys?
It's like speaking.
Yeah, so
17.
evocation spells are often damage dealing spells. 17.
Yeah.
The faces, the jaws are hinged. So they open.
Yeah, they're gonna breathe gas or fire or something.
Oh, as soon as we open those doors, maybe.
Yeah.
Should
Can I
we,
use dispel magic?
That probably is going to be only for
Or would
each
I have
head,
to use
though.
that for each one, though? Yeah.
You would have to use it for each one. You would disable one of them.
And because we know what it is, can we see where the trigger is?
yeah.
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
You follow
Untrap it, yeah.
along and yeah, with Acer's roll and yours, I'd say you are good enough to know that, let's see, these squares
If
right
we
here,
can find the point, we can cut it off or something.
these squares right here are together a pressure plate.
Okay.
So we just have to go around. So we'll relay that.
I mean, we're all right here. Yeah.
Mhm. So as long as you do not put enough weight on that to trigger it, you should be fine.
Or we could disable it with a with my Tinker's tools.
Yes, you can.
We could do that.
So your
Does
Tinker's
it have a
tools.
chance of failing? I'm just curious.
Um,
Like, I just want to know, like, because if it does, we can just avoid it.
there is
But if he-
always a chance of failure.
I'll leave that up to you, Max. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through worse. If you guys want, you can stay outside and I can take the brunt of it.
Brave for Mr.
See, could be a-
Pyrophobia.
It could be poison fume too, so we have to think about that.
Poi-
Mhm.
If it's poison, I'll be fine.
But not
Yeah.
us.
I mean, we know what the trigger
That's why I'm
is.
saying you guys stay outside and I can take the brunt of it.
Mhm.
Well, we can just avoid that.
I was gonna say we can
those
just step
squares.
around it. But if you want to
Yeah.
do this, that's fine. Like if I'm just saying we could just straight up walk around.
Can we? Can
Yeah, we
though?
could walk around.
There's
there.
enough room to walk around it. Yeah, the pressure plate is there to catch people walking towards the door without paying attention. It doesn't go all the way because
Alrighty.
obviously, if you want to access the inner areas of the vault, you're gonna like Sterling wants to get in to get his money, so he's not gonna make the whole thing unavoidable.
Yeah. All right. We'll just step around it then.
Okay,
Just
the
gotta
door
make sure not
back to the
to-
door with a mage hand.
the door is unlocked.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Boop and boop and boop. There we go.
And then boop.
And then boop.
Boop.
Okay, what time is it?
If it's a good cutoff point,
20
that's fine.
minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
we can keep going.
Okay, just checking.
Each room is its own kind of almost self-contained thing, so we can go room by room. Okay. The door
Well, I think-
opens. What's up?
I was just gonna say, me and Acer, I'm assuming, are just gonna keep doing this like investigation combo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys can lean on your passive if you want. So passive investigation and passive perception are both things. So it's just 10 plus your bonus to that skill.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So
Passive
17.
perception 16.
And and Kilden's passive investigation is 17. Okay. So the door opens to a room with 3 new doors, one ahead and one to the left and right. Every time you guys step within this room, you trigger a pressure plate.
Uh-oh.
Can
Oh.
I see from my investigation, like almost like, this obviously place isn't probably cleaned too regularly, so it's like dust that's built up. Are there shoe prints going in certain pressure points that we can tell where they're stepping?
Nope. Though you can
Oh,
see
shit.
you can see the mechanism because these pressure plates don't actually trigger anything.
What?
Originally, it seems they were going to have triggers, but they're left. They were left this way to scare off intruders. Luckily, you guys are a little braver than most.
Okay.
I mean, who? I mean, with how complicated this is, who would be able to intrude?
The brave and the stupid, perhaps.
Yeah, and also
That's what we are.
Sterling is smart, but he's also paranoid. And he also knows the benefit of sending a message.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I sent one.
Mm-hmm. All right, 15 minutes. All each pressure
Wait.
plate does is click loudly. Yep.
That's not good.
Which way would you like to go?
I'll go left.
So we don't
right, or
sense anything from our investigations, like which way.
or magic, or
Yeah, like magic, like what we've rolled, like what way might be safer, or like what is more used by like wear and tear on the handles or something. Like,
So all paths are actually equally used.
okay.
okay.
How about we go?
Then yeah, I'll leave it to the party.
Like I straight up, like even in the
No,
dust
yeah,
on the floor,
I'm-
all the paths are
yeah.
equally used.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be asking that shit.
Mhm.
Straight or left, Sophie?
Mm.
Yes, this is your hunt.
My hunt is later, but you guys with your tactics and stuff. Really. Okay, so like, I want to go like straightforward,
Okay.
but you guys can say if that's good or not to do.
Well, that's one for straight. I will go whichever way
Meteor goes.
Yora is going. So
Let's go straight.
Okay.
All right, straight it is.
All right. So you guys head forward into the next room. So that would be 8 standing pillars flank the sides of this room. To the far side is a double door with a pair of platforms that look as though they are missing something. So these two, I should say 2 large pillars. So these platforms have small hemispherical indentations.
yeah, I know what they are.
You do?
I mean, not in character because I can't, but like outside of
Okay.
character. If you look at the map, you can see. But yeah, we don't know this though, so. Well, I'm in character. I'd be like, well, there's clearly something is supposed to be here, which is not provided to us. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to backtrack and find what we need.
Mm.
Obviously, before let's fully investigate this door. Maybe we don't. Maybe we can just break through it or some shit, or like pick it or something. But if not, then we're probably gonna have to double back and find whatever we need to put on these pedestals.
So, do you think there's something in here that needs to go on top of those pedestal?
Not in this room, but I believe we will find them while investigating.
Then why don't we check out the left and then the right side then?
I agree.
Yeah.
Left first, then right. Okay.
You know, I actually went right first. No, just kidding.
And before you leave the room, Acer and Kiln, you note that those pillars on the side, each pillar actually has a retracting door that looks like it slides into the floor. So there's likely something inside those pillars as well. And the mechanism leads to the door ahead.
Oh. Maybe we can stand on it, and it's like it's a pressure, so like it'll just go down with like. And we can at least try that.
Maybe, but it may also require certain weight. Like, if it's too heavy, it may not work.
So we have to find the
Also
right
true.
thing.
The indentations on the platforms appeared to be for specific spherical objects.
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta go and explore.
If you had to hazard a guess, it's likely that whatever's inside the pillars is a punishment for not activating the door properly.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Are there like any words or sayings on the pillars?
No.
Hmm.
They are nondescript other than the seam that is just barely perceptible. Okay. You
All right.
guys open these doors. And
Oh.
a series of swinging bladed pendulums is all that blocks the way to the double doors on the opposite side of the room. If you wish to pass through, we're going to have to roll initiative.
Alright.
Oh dear.
So yeah, just straight up swinging blades back and forth in this room.
If I made a Lehman's tiny hut, could I just block all of them while we walk through?
Liamon's tiny hut blocks creatures.
Okay, just checking.
Alright, I got a 17 on that.
Well, my thing like
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
it was like 16 for the
Oh,
longest time, and it was
Creatures
like nope.
and objects, actually. It is
Oh.
a 10-foot emanation, so you could block some of the blades, but you're not going to block all of them.
I think we can make our way through this.
Okay.
So
I have advantage, even though this isn't exactly like.
it's initiative.
Hmm.
So yes,
Is
you
that
have
initiative
advantage.
roll?
This
So
is an
I have
initiative roll.
15.
So I got a 20. I got a 20 in this initiative. Holy
Dylan
shit!
got a 20. Acer, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
17. Meteora?
15.
15. And Sophelia?
21.
21. Okay, so Sophelia is first, followed by Kiln. And then Meteora. And,
Guys?
sorry, Acer, and then Meteora. Yeah, what's up?
Do you guys just want me to, I could just teleport there.
I mean, that's safe for you. Is
Mhm.
there a, like, I don't know.
I
if
could
that'll do
probably
it.
there may be like a... true, you're right. I don't
These
know
might
what
just
else
be
could
built-in natural traps where they'll just keep swinging forever, no matter what. Like,
Are we able to see if there's like an off switch on the other side?
because it was already
Ooh.
swinging when we opened the doors, right?
Actually, with a passive investigation of 17, you see, Kiln, that to your right, so on the north, is a secret door.
Oh. Can I get to that door without getting the axes, or do I have to dodge something to
Mhm.
get there?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
So you walk
Well,
up to it.
I will say hold on one before people start going, yeah.
Yep. You walk up to it, and it looks like it might open to a small hallway that allows you to bypass the blades.
I
Oh,
would
yay.
absolutely like to do that.
So, with Detect Magic active, Acer, you see that the same magic that was on the doors that required the key phrase is on this secret door as well.
So draconic.
Draconic.
But the word was,
Bargaining.
and as soon as you say that word in Draconic, you hear a click. Or, sorry, you see the arcane lock magic disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So now, any of the keys from the bosses will allow you to access this passway.
All right.
Oh, it's over there? I thought we were going to be going over to this area.
Oh, whoops. It would specifically be... The passageway would be here, but it does lead you out here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I got the wrong side. Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay.
It was supposed to be on the south wall. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so, yep, you can still hear the blades swinging in the next room, but you come out unscathed via secret passageway.
Noise. What do your super long mile-like eyes see?
Me?
She still
No.
only has 60 feet of dark vision.
Ah, right. dark vision.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
How much dark vision do I have?
I don't know if you have any, Acer.
I do.
Oh, because of Gloomstalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should have 60 feet.
I got 60 feet.
Yep, I have
my
60 feet.
owl, though, so I can just send him up.
Mm-hmm. Your owl
On both
has...
sides.
Yep.
60 feet. If
And
I already
then
had it, I get it. 30
Creatures
feet.
that rely on dark vision to see cannot see you when you are in dim light or darkness, so you're invisible to them if
Yep.
it's dark. Now, Meteora is holding
Yep.
up a light, so you are still visible to everyone right now. Because Meteora can't see shit without a light.
That's fine, yeah.
She was meant to roam the grassy plains, not the stony, dark dungeons.
You know, I'd always wish that I had dark visions. I spent so much time in the catacombs. I thought I could develop one someday. It just never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can
Yeah,
ask.
I never
Finnick
lived in
to-
open field. Just the catacombs.
My wings
Maybe I
just
can ask Finnick
scraping
to
across.
make you something. I know there's special devices for that.
Oh, that would be nice.
A long hallway slopes downward to what appears to be a dead end.
Mm-hmm. Shall we venture?
I mean, can I send my owl?
Yes, you can.
It could
Your
be.
owl flies down to see a circular door at the very end of the hallway.
So because I'm looking through his eyes with my passive, do I see any triggers or anything?
Any traps?
While he's just going, I guess 17 investigation doesn't see anything passively.
Nothing.
Okay, just checking.
All right.
So I'll say, I mean, because that's the information I got. Well, from what I saw through the eyes, I also did some slight investigation, and I didn't see anything. Doesn't mean nothing's there, though, so it's still tread carefully.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
agree. And I don't see anything with my wisdom or with my perception.
You do not.
No magic either. for
You
detect
can
magic.
still attempt active perception if you would like. Just because you have passive doesn't
I mean,
you
yeah,
can't
I
roll
definitely
active.
am gonna do
Yeah.
that. I didn't know if I could do
Oh.
that through the bird, though.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because you're sharing
So I will
senses.
absolutely do that.
Yep, everything looks fine to me.
So this would be specifically a perception check.
Perception? Yeah, I didn't roll.
Yeah, I didn't get a good roll either.
All right.
Yeah, I got a 7. What did I see?
I got a 7.
So if you roll that low for perception, you just default to your passive.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do not see anything.
All right. Well,
No traps.
no pressure plates or anything.
Not that you can tell.
Level 17.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we failed the rules, so we gotta go.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to go as a group, or do you want to go one by one, or?
I will be sticking with
Meteora.
Meteora, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do we go as a group then?
Okay. So, Meteora and Sophelia, as you get about here, you feel something brush your shin, and then you hear a snap. And the entrance door slams shut and locks. And the wall at the top of the slope opens up, revealing a large round boulder, which begins to roll towards you.
Run.
We're going to be keeping our initiative that we rolled for the previous trap. And at the end of each round, the boulder moves 2 spaces on round 1, 4 on round 2, 6 on round 3, and so on until it slams into the wall at the bottom of the slope. All right, so
can I use tiny huts just to make a wall so we can keep going and it'll stop it.
that takes a minute to cast. We are now in turn in initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about momentary stasis?
Does it require targeting a creature?
It does, unfortunately.
Ripperino.
Yeah. alright.
So.
We're doing this Indiana Jones style.
Oh god.
Boom. So, large round boulder. So at the end of each round, it moves 2 spaces. So, and it gains 2 spaces of movement every round that passes.
Is it technically a target?
It is simply an object.
Can objects be targets?
As long as the thing you're doing doesn't specify a creature, then yes. You can target it.
Yeah, no, I think it is still creature. Okay.
Okay,
But
so
no.
it's right. It's behind us. Okay, so we gotta go forward, right?
Yep. Sophelia, it is your turn.
Wish I
That
could like be able
boulder
to be
is on
strong
its
enough to
way.
like bring everybody with me, but can't be doing that. I can at least try to break down the door if it's not gonna be open.
What's your fly speed?
40.
And you can dash, if you would like, as an action.
Yeah.
So, you come to the door, and there's not really a handle. There seems to be some sort of puzzle-like mechanism.
Are you kidding?
Would you like to... Or you used your action to get there, so you're done.
Yeah.
Kill. Sophelia will obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, Heidi, but Sophelia will obviously let the party know that there's some sort of puzzle thing going on.
It's a puzzle.
Down
Yeah.
here. We will finish this room and then call it a night.
Can I Misty Step
As a bonus action, move your...
so that way I can use my action to try to solve this?
Yep, and then you use 25 feet of movement to get there. So this will be an intelligence check.
Oh, I used my bonus action. Fuck. Okay, intelligence. Summon, obviously, that's still good, so...
So this is a
It's just-
simple mechanism puzzle. It's just raw intelligence.
Oh, come on.
Man,
I will be using. I'll snap my fingers and say that doesn't do, and I will shift back time.
How many one?
Chronal shifts. All right, try again.
Jesus fuck.
Total.
That will be fucking 9.
The puzzle.
Because it's not a saving throw, right? It's just.
It is a check.
Yeah.
As you would, when you're in the middle of attempting to solve the puzzle, the whole thing resets on you. Acer.
Alrighty. First things first. I have my bow,
Mm-hmm.
and going 30 feet. I'm going to use it to teleport. I'm going to use a charge to teleport myself 30 feet.
Shoots a
Then I'm
smoky
gonna
arrow. It hits. He disappears in a puff of smoke and reappears where the arrow is.
And then I'm going to use my 40 feet because I have the Dread
Gloomstalker.
Ambusher.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I'm here now.
Yep. As long as you're close, you can also attempt the puzzle.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. At least it's on my charisma.
Intelligence.
Just don't roll like
yeah.
Well,
Fuck,
that's a
you rolled like
5.
me.
You're in the middle of trying to solve it. You and Kiln are kind of like tripping over each other, trying to like double what you're accomplishing, and you end up fucking each other up. And
Actually, I'll go right here so that
yeah.
Meteor has some space.
And the whole puzzle resets again.
Yeah.
Meteora.
I'm gonna get it next round if we get that far.
Let's see. Well, we're quite in the doozy, aren't we? Not too bad though. I'm gonna dash.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's bird.
you have 80
That's the
feet of
bird.
That's the
movement.
bird.
Would my owl have been able to give me advantage?
No. I'm just bringing the owl down because it would have flown
Right.
with Kiln. It does not want to be squished by Boulder
See,
either.
Uh,
So that would get you properly down here, I believe. But that uses your action. So you use your movement and
Yep.
your action. So you are done. Ball.
Oh god, how
Oh,
far is it gonna
boy.
go?
Oh,
Sophia.
Oh, that's it? Oh, thank god.
So it moves 2 at first. The next round it moves 4. Then a round after that it'll move 6. It's gaining speed.
It's alright. I think I
Yeah.
can get it on my turn. I think I'm pretty sure I can get
Okay.
this.
Intelligence check, Sophia.
oh, you want me to try it?
You might as well.
I mean-
Ain't nowhere to go.
Hey, you might roll fucking just really good. Yes, you did!
Holy shit! What is your
17.
total? 17?
That's why you always try.
Sophia, you walk up to these two boys fumbling over each other and you just push them out the way and you just
I
go
just
through
punch
this
it real
puzzle.
hard.
Yeah, and you just punch it really hard, the last lever on it, and the door opens.
I just go, well, that's one way to solve a puzzle.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
All right.
All right,
Kiln.
everyone in.
Just everyone in.
I was gonna say,
Yep.
are we still in comp initiative? Like,
Yeah.
So once we leave initiative, the boulder just and the door you came in is sealed.
oh dear.
Oh
We'll
boy.
figure out a different way to go. Get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, and that is where we're going to call it tonight.
okay.
Alrighty.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed your first session back with Scourge of Crimson.
I
was
did.
Oh
alright.
yes.
I am super happy to be back. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.